Joy taken away already. The high
Check 1, 2, 3.
also banned out. No real good options for Citizen just yet. If RRQ want to go for the Fragrant, they better go for it before the second banning phase. But with the Tsushin and Phobius,
Hello guys, hello.
Hello. Situation. Geek fam, do they want to oblige and go for
finally
and
a
fight fire
Zushin.
with fire?
I gotta say,
Finally,
I think this is gonna be an
a
easy
Zushin.
mid-lane pick for a boy. There's a lot of options that's good here. If you want to just a pure counter towards the Phobius and also the Jushin, Geek can work. You know, the far side can still work, and it kind of limits the potential of the gold laner of RRQ. They want to pick a Granger, they want to pick a Irithel or 1-1. It's still gonna, you know, that's the, I guess, the trap that Geek Fam is gonna set in this phase.
The Padang. A playmaker that's very important right now. A lot of teams have been contesting it. It's a good flex pick option as well. But they've revealed the jungle and the golden already. An early 1-1.
What's up, Thunderbolt? Anyways,
ban the Irithel maybe and make sure that they
we're a little bit
away
late
all the dangerous
in this
laners.
restream, but
Man, that's
we will still do what we are trying to
RRQ
do.
can go for it right now.
So I'm gonna try to
That's what it is.
give you some
Or
lessons
Irithel,
about
pick a poison.
drafting.
So
So,
they're trying to
good
put
evening.
RRQ into a
Hang on.
confusing situation.
Could be.
So then RRQ should try to make a
Okay,
priority scale.
so
which is
right
more
now
dangerous
you're
to
looking for a
Joy.
marksman that
It's a
can match
1-1.
this,
Oh,
and
the Granger.
RQ because
Wow,
of the
for the
Granger.
Granger. 'Cause
Later
for
we'll
me,
discuss the
personally,
draft.
I think 1-1 is a very wise pick because there's no
Just
Parsia.
warming up
They
now.
are using Zuxin as the mid lane, and about the Povius is a frontliner, so 1-1 can easily
My
open
God.
the weakness point.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, that's the point why Gigvat is picking the
What?
1-1 on the second pick.
And the jumping on the back line, right, for the Phobius.
Yeah.
The cut is crazy.
But the Granger
Again.
pick Arashi. They missed the chance to properly just counter the 1-1, either the Joy as well.
I think there's some plans, they might want to have a bit more range because they know they have a mid lane
Good
that's
evening.
very short range. Because, man, that's a golden opportunity to go for the Irithel and counter it. Mirko is very vocal about this. The 1-1 cannot do well against the Irithel. But now there's questions here about Toy, right? He's always been put on his Granger again and again.
Yeah.
Is he
I thought
getting
they
a
would
bit
go for
so
Irithel, honestly, but they went for
one-dimensional?
Granger.
He used to play the Irithel and the 1-1. He used to play a wide
What this
variety
tells me is
of
that RRQ
goal
wants
leaders.
to
Right now, the other
go for a
super
hard
pick
carry
for RRQ
jungler
has been taken
in the
away by
end.
Geek Fam. That Tigreal that was able to kind of turn things
So
around
they might
against
go
Onyx
for
themselves.
Another signature pick that
Lancelot
Geek
or
might take
Ling
away here
for
is the
RQ.
Ling, because
And I'm surprised
they
that
realize
Tigreal was
the
banned, but
1-1 is
actually it
there,
makes
and they wanna limit
makes a
the
lot of sense to
backline
ban
dive potential
that
coming
Tigreal
from
now if you're
Citizen.
Geek Fam.
And we know RRQ in the last game against Onyx,
I'm looking at some of the
They were
heroes
very,
that
you
RQ
know,
pairs with the Granger.
Harry was
They go
very
Granger
good on
Joy
the
many
lane,
many
and
times
pretty
against
much
Alter
disabling
Ego.
Toy from winning the game for them.
They went
So
Lucas
that
Granger
should be the
twice.
course here for Geek Fam. And
As
that's
well.
Geek Fam also limiting the potential of a boy.
When Granger Joy, yeah, they pick up Granger Joy many times.
That
Like
should be
actually
a
4
force, alright, for
times.
Geek after-
They combo the Granger
or
with
at
the Joy.
least
So
in the second
usually
phase.
when RQ picks up the Granger, they pick it up with a hard carry. So this could be a Yi Sun Shin last pick.
Depends if,
In fact,
if they're concerned about a potential
RQ picked up
they
Yi
did
Sun
look at
Shin
the
versus
game,
it was Alpha.
I think with good wave
It's against Irithel and Farsa, so that might not be the case.
But
this tells me, this Granger instead of the Irithel is that they want to have a hard carry jungler for RQ. And this is some of the things that you have to study when you're like thinking about the draft. So that's a Fredrin instead. Now, RQ will just pick up something like Ling or Lancelot, what I feel like. There is a chance, there's an off chance that they pick up the Yi Sun Shin, but against the Joy, might not be the case.
I think Varamis is in the option right
They really like Tigreal, they really like hard tanks, so they can go for hard CC.
Is this
Like even something like a Ruby or a Cho might work for RQ. They do pick up the Ruby. Hey! So the thing with is they need some sort of hard lockdown.
He was bringing out the rubies. He was bringing out the Tigreals.
Constant
Where has
lockdown,
the ruby
constant
been?
source of
There you
lockdown.
go, the ruby.
Who's my pick? Geek Fam for sure. So now, if you're Geek Fam, you're gonna be thinking you need wave clear here because you have 1-1 and Joy because there are two farm-heavy cores, and you need a very tanky frontliner for your EXP lane. So what do they pick up? They like Glue. Glue makes sense, I believe. Yeah, Glue still makes sense. CC also makes a lot of sense here. They go Loyi instead.
But now,
But yeah, glue. Oh,
they
there you
found
go.
something,
There's the
but the
glue.
Lo Yi, dude, comes in.
So,
hits
yep,
them with the macro
Marky will
strike.
just pick up Ling or Lance here.
man,
Yeah,
this is-
they pick up Ling.
And there you go, that Ling, as we predicted, realize.
Yeah.
My oh my, that's gonna be very interesting. But now,
So,
Mirko and Gani, walk us
after the
through.
game, I'll show
Casters,
you. I'll
time
show
is
you some
yours.
of my
Thank you so
research
much,
on these two
panel.
teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the caster desk. I'm Mirko, joined here by Gani. Welcome to the lower bracket finals. For the first time in the history of MPL Indonesia, we'll have a full best of 7. At least I hope it's a full best of 7.
Let's see.
I don't want to jinx anything. Just so that I don't jinx it, it's going to be 4-0. We're not going to see a best of 7.
Hopefully we do get a lot of games though, all right? And who will it be? Will it be the Kingslayers or will it be
What's
the
up,
Kings of
Izayami?
Kings?
The two teams who've enjoyed the paradise that was the
You gotta
upper
be quick
brackets
when you.
will now battle in the depths
we gotta be
of the
quick
lower
with
brackets.
this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn. Lower
Hopefully,
bracket
this
finals,
entire
one
broadcast,
last
this entire
ticket
restream that
to
I'll do for,
MSC at
hopefully,
EWC.
if it goes 7 games, then I'll be doomed.
Yeehaw!
I won't have enough
Game 1,
energy
Land of
for it.
Dawn.
But this
A little
entire
spell check here, nothing too
broad
crazy.
restream
4 flickers
will be dedicated
for
in drafting
RRQ
because a lot of
and
people have been
Inspire
asking ever
for
since
Geek.
I've done the Lord Dance
Who will
interview.
strike first in
And I
this
was
best
planning
of
to have
3?
someone to interview
Ladies and
someone
gentlemen,
with this
let's
drafting,
witness
but
and enjoy.
I feel like it will take so much time, and also I need to do it in English, so I don't have to do subtitles. So who do I predict? I predict Geek and wait, sorry, I want Geek to win because Baloyski is there, and if Baloyski gets there, imagine who gets into MC. We have Kyrie, Coach Yen,
him utilized very well
Baloyski.
yesterday, almost being
So that's
a
Kyrie,
key factor
Baloyski.
in a
Dilar technically
comeback
is
up against Onyx.
part of Onyx.
Looking at the emblems
Ryota.
here by Indie Home. Pull yourself
We have
together
Hate
for both a
from
boy
Onyx
and
PH.
Kenzie. And also we got the pull
That
yourself together
only
for
leaves
Edok. A pick that
Marky,
Arashi's been talking about,
actually.
you know, where has this
So,
been? It's a signature
Yeah.
pick for
And
Edok.
Bluffs is also there, so that's
A lot
gonna
of times we see these comfort
be big
picks, Johnny,
reunion. It's actually
and it
already a
just
big
doesn't
reunion.
work out. Sans on the Lilia. Let's see if
Alright,
Edok
so
can
at the
pull
game.
off
What is
Ruby.
the strength of the Ruby? Ruby has decent wave clear. Pairs well with Zushid, surprisingly. Mainly because you have so many ways to slow and lock down your opponents. Although they're quick, relatively quicker stuns when it comes to like duration, their cooldown is very much spammable. And Joy actually and 1-1 hates this kind of stuff. 1-1 has needles and flowers. That's a long cooldown cleanse.
Good pin down, Rins.
So if you have
Utility
so
pick
much
as well, but
spammable
boy,
stuns,
this is what I
1-1
like about
can be
Boy, right?
contained.
When he gets his hands on the carries, Rins pulled back already. Set up better for Geek Fam for Turtle 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great reminder.
And you practically
for
don't need your ultimate
Boy,
for
who was
the
on
Ruby to be
1-1
online.
against Kyrie on the
Eventually
lane,
gets
he
very
struggled in that
tanky.
game.
Loyi
Just
is a
gonna
problem
try to
though, I
replicate
think, for
that
Arky, but
gameplay,
they do
and
have the
let's see,
link for
will it
that
come to
anyways.
fruition or not? Seems like both teams though taking it slow for the first hurdle take.
Both assassins, there's no need, no rush to go
Tank jungle, I'll look at the patch. I can't say yet. Oh my god, why are we lagging? It's bad. So Baloyski gets...
Earlier, Beloyski getting chunked quite low. Turtle number 1, make it a level ahead already. Sotsuchin still on the orange buff now. Good Lantern Flare, Rins backing away. Time with the
Nice
flicker
flick.
forward, get in the dark
Oh,
wave,
Darren,
and now it's
well
Turtle
done.
pursuit over to the back. A boy to be caught as
Oh
well.
my
Time
god,
with the
Baloyski.
Baloyski
Oh my
got
word.
3.
Oh my god,
Will
Baloyski.
not be able to find a mark. That's gonna be make
Kill him, make it, kill him. Kill him, kill him. Nice. Oh my god. Big brain Baloy. And the Ruby, dude. Baloyski's Ruby is stuff of legends. Oh, sorry. Baloyski's Batang.
Getting away 1-1, but Geek Fam, Baloy and a boy are back on the turtle. Dyron with the dark wave again.
I was very busy yesterday.
For an escape route.
Something since
Bang,
yeah,
chopped
Dyron.
up by Gobs, a boy
Date-
coming in as well. Immobilization.
Oh,
3-man
nice.
dark wave.
Nice second skill from
pinned down
Dyron, but
again,
he
a
still
free
dies.
turtle and a kill.
Let's
for Geek
go.
Fam.
Arkeo,
La
they
Boyski.
are struggling to find the connection in that turtle taken.
I'm gonna speak in English the entire
Was,
broadcast,
just
guys, because I
clean
need to cater to the
discipline
international fans, especially
execution
because
from side of
we'll
Geek
be
Fam. Now,
discussing a
can
lot of drafting.
they translate it to the later stage? Prediction. We got colors.
Wow. Top prediction by our new application, GoPay. RRQ.
1-2.
Okay, we're
Yeehaw,
3 to
baby.
3. All right, it's equal. Colius, me, And
No,
Arashi,
I
we've
wasn't
gone
in
RQ.
on
We
it
have a battle
yesterday.
amongst ourselves.
But we were working. There are some
Yeah.
stuff that I
Be a way
needed
for
to
me to
do
curse, you know
yesterday.
what I mean?
That's why I wasn't able to
Ooh, okay,
do it.
You're teasing us. You're teasing us.
Very convenient for me.
4 minutes in, just the 3 kills in total. And yeah, Toy and Kenzie, safe farm so
Okay.
far.
Ruby's for
I don't
lockdown and
think
constant
they
lockdown
have
versus
spent
the.
their
I think it's a
spells
theory versus
just
the
yet,
1-1.
so that's pretty
It has good
okay.
synergy
Toy
with the
already
Zushin
rotating
because
towards the mid.
of how often
Trying to
you
get the
can
double lane.
control your opponents
Something you can do
between
against the 1-1 when you have the Grangers, again, utilize that double lane.
the stun
Mainly
that
on
you
the
get
Granger
from the
too, you just
Ruby.
have a
That's
lot of
very
kill pressure
constant.
in
And then
lane,
you
but
also have the
Loiski is able to
Zushin
neutralize that
with
really well in
the
game one. Constantly rotating,
airborne, the knock
Kenzie's
up.
safe, and
You can lift
really
people
see
and
a
slow them
shift
down. It has
in
great
styles
synergy
for
with the
Kenzie.
Ruby.
I think in the regular
But
season
usually
early
when you
on,
go
he
for the
always wanted to go
Zushin,
for
you
the
combo it up
1v1s.
with some
He got
magic
soloed
damage
by
from
Yaman,
other
and after
side.
that,
In
he
this
had to go
case,
through a whole
RQ,
redemption
they
arc,
don't have
practicing
enough
in
magic
scrims, getting
damage.
better,
So
and
that's
now
the only
decides,
gripe
for the
I
most
have
part,
about this
not to
comp.
engage in
Which
the
kind of
lane.
makes me think maybe Julian would have been good for them.
At the Adams corrosion, yeah, 3.1.
When we
Oh,
pick Baxia, is there a
400
certain point?
between the two,
So right
500
now,
even, so
Baxia is a very strong
But I'm
opener.
offended.
We'll
Rin's
discuss
already
that
Lancer
later,
flare now.
but
Again,
because there
Baloyski
will be a
getting caught
clash.
and will be
Yeah,
taken down.
Baloyski.
Toy picks up the kill. Another Lancer flare over
Nako.
to a boy.
I think
The Brave
Ruby
Smite
works well against
gets
the
him
Badang. I
back to
think in
safety.
theory,
Also the
Ruby
regen. Fortunately
is
for Toy,
viable versus
just
the
a
Badang.
tad bit
Again,
late.
because of the
Could
stuns.
have been a stack on the Sky
So
Piercer.
right now for Baxia,
position,
Baxia is
Baloyski there.
a flex pick. So you can
Punished
pick it up as your
Unlucky for
jungler
Geek
EXP
RRQ
as well
only
as
has prio on
the roam,
the next
which
turtle.
now, like,
Geek fam
I do
can
understand your
recover.
question, but right now we
Defended
draft
over.
Baxia
A
all
boy
the
picked
time
on
because
again. Lancer flare
in
not
pro
there. Kenzie.
matches works
Time
well.
on the
Nice
back
flicker
door,
from
waiting
Dyron.
for a pursuit with the
But
pin. That was
Baloyski
big as well. Boys
again.
already caught
Good
as
trade,
well.
bro.
1 for 1
Better
though,
trade for
in the
sure.
end.
Better trade for
XP
sure.
for mid.
And the boy
Make
can
hits
just
on the turtle.
teleport
initiation
in
by Dyron.
after 10
Oh,
seconds.
perhaps
Baloy
Baloyski looking for
again catches an
initiation.
Edok. Edok needs to get out.
Half second skill. That's an all in.
Kenzie, there you go. There's the shield. Edok also caught again.
Tempest ablaze. Baloyski
Need
waiting
to
for
back
the
down
pin
now
again.
though.
Oh,
Oh, Sutsujin. Very nicely done from
Connection, and
Sutsujin.
Kenzie falls. RRQ.
But that's
They
really
may
good for
lose
RQ
out
actually.
on the
That turned out to
turtle.
be better for
Take on
RQ,
the
that
first
trade.
one, but second round.
Rin's
it is
going in
all
for
them.
the glowing wand
So
first.
equal that at this point, I guess we gotta talk
Oh
about
my
scaling.
God.
Geek fam have secured the first
kept-
2 turtles in the game, but RRQ
just
have
muting
found
everything.
Really good trades
I
on
mean,
the
Badang
board.
Dash Ruby
A
can
third up top, more kills.
second na. Yeah,
they
there's
have the
a.
scaling?
I think in theory,
They
like
certainly do
I
have
think we
damage when we get
understand
to
the
late
reason
game
why
with
they
the
pick up the
Ling.
Ruby. But yeah, this is a
one
tech pick
falls
that
off,
has been
and Joy goes crazy in
a
the
choice
late
just
game.
just
Rin
recently.
flicker
This is
out
not
already.
been used
think even
for
if
a
we
while,
get to
but
late
this
game,
is
it's
a
kind
new
of
hero that's coming to
equal,
the meta,
but the
the
diversion
selection.
plays, I think, is what really will set the 2 teams
But then we
apart.
see Simeon
Once we get
when
to mid
he
to late, once
is
these turrets
ulting.
start to fall, and once the map starts to open.
And now
Boys
way
with the
trouble
range
for
fight
sure.
again. Crimson Beacon to the back
Flicker
of
out
the
now,
flicker
still
out,
dead.
fist
But
back.
from the
That's
link,
cancellation
but
to
Baloyski
Phoenix.
knows.
Tempest Blade.
Gulps though is the
Bounce it up,
exchange.
Still taken down. Great Sky
No,
Piercer
nice
stacked
ult
now,
from
Zazzy
Edok.
taken down one more time, but Edok is making it.
Here comes
Goes to the
Make-It,
back. Darkwave
gets
cancels
pushed
the
back.
dashes. Edok will
Pretty
be
bad,
countered
there's
by
the ult.
Tank. Toy gets a double.
Yep, so this
4-6
is way
on the
better for
scoreboard.
RQ.
1
Pretty
to
bad
1.
trade for
Baloy
Geek.
and Edok. Plus
A boy needs to
Great
avoid getting poked
recovery,
like that.
at least for Geek fam,
Ranger
right?
still
Could've
meta
really
because
got
it
worse, but
is
it's still
a
win
decent
for
laner.
RRQ now. They're looking
Wins
for the
most
change towards the mid, but
matchups.
Geek fam was there
And you
to
don't
just
need
defend
a ton of farm in the
clear.
Granger for it to be effective.
Yep,
Good
take a breather,
defense as well.
1.2K
It allows
gold.
for
Well,
greedy
between them,
junglers, like in this
okay.
case, the
That's
Ling.
surprising. RRQ winning on the audience prediction?
Extremely surprising, you know? Probably one of the smaller fan bases in Mobile Legends. That's a joke. RRQ obviously going to always win these audience predictions. The kingdom is strong, very strong. Here in the arena too. And then they got the fam unity
Ouch.
outnumbered
ouch.
by what? Like 3-1. Quite crazy. 1,000 gold. And to be fair, RRQ. they
Do you
built
think that
themselves
Indo
such a
always
good
engage
composition
meaning
to deny the joy.
Not
So
really.
many
For them, it's not
displacements.
meaningless. For them, they
You
want.
see, usually you just
That's
wait
just
for
really how they
Tyrant
play.
to pop Dark Wave or that shoulder
brawly.
dash, and then you'll be free. But now you have to deal with, again, the Juice in.
I would say not meaningless, but
And-
suboptimal.
Technically,
That's the
Suzuki
term
can
that
land
I'll
a Tempest
use.
of
Like
Blades on him, knock him up.
the economic
Goes
exchange
both
might
ways,
not
right?
be good.
See here, this first Lord has spawned.
I don't think
Geek
that
fam, again, they're
Indonesia
behind. Just
players players jump meaninglessly. I think that they're just suboptimal.
I mean, compensation.
It's like very
Holy crystal, though. That's a
self-centric, like
big power spike for
self-gold
Makens.
centric, not team gold centric.
Bend it over to Gobs. Has a spread. Will be able to utilize it. Below is giving the pin down over to Tyrant now. And that's with all
I want to pick up Tyrant. I think it's a good target actually. That actually is a good target because they can go crossbow tank. Indeed, that's what they'll do. Take him out. Now make it onto Rinse. Very good. Sutsujin cannot kill Gobs. Yep, he cannot. That's a mistake from Sutsujin. Baloyski is the MVP, right? Look at that. Initiates of the Dyren peels for Gobs eventually. And I think Dyren is a good target for Geek.
Not been able to get them the mid-game wins. Geek fam
Wait,
waited so patiently for their power spikes. That holy
Vaccine
crystal
is available.
right on cue, Ghana. You mentioned it.
My drafting app will not be available in public yet because I'm making some what you call this, upgrades to it. And honestly, like it actually,
with so much room.
You'll be surprised how much it costs to do it.
They gotta play for Toy.
To even like making it public, making it accessible to anyone.
Right? I mean, like,
costs
2 minutes
money,
ago,
which I don't have
the gold
yet.
lead, 1,500 gold. 2 minutes later, Geek fam almost 3K.
Kenzie is not
and
super
they're not
Ken.
done on the offense. Lord is still marching bottom side. That's a
Kenzie is not super Ken.
Oh, pin down!
Oh my god, okay, I did not see that.
Big brain Baloyski with the help.
Dude, you see, Baloy just plays mode. Carpal tunnel, hell nah.
boy.
You can't stop me.
Lord, bottom side. Can they pressure more?
You can nerf the hand, but you can never nerf the man. That's my
Makens.
boy Baloy.
The smiling jungler, smiling a bit too widely in this game, getting everything he wants.
Okay.
BBB, the boat.
Tempo, seems like
Spam
with
the boat.
Hoagie, a defense RQ will be able
The boat.
to hold on. And Geek fam, at this point, right, we are about to enter the late game. And it's going to get very scary for our RQ with the diversion play. We saw what Sans did with the Luoyi yesterday against our RQ. So will
The
they
boat.
have that PTSD?
Dude, let's be honest,
against
Baloyski
a
plays
boy?
so well this playoffs, right?
Question.
And even I think
It's tough.
between all of
We
the
were talking
EX
about
laners
if
that we've
both
seen
teams
here in
feel
MPLID, Gobs, I think,
yeah,
has
reaction
impressed
now.
me the most.
Over to Edok, mounted up as well. Edok has
Okay,
the flicker.
look at
He
him
does
go.
not want to utilize it defensively, but he does make
Yep.
it.
Eventually taken out though.
Play defensively, Geek fam though, they will back away.
So slow, yet
So that's
so
not a good trade on
calculated.
paper, but they do
For
get
Geek
the
fam, they
orange
don't
buff,
rush
and it's
into
like
these
11
things,
minutes
they
in, so
find the
you
poke. And now we're really
you're
seeing,
sort
the weakness
of
the Ruby,
rewarded
the
for
weakness of
making
when
those aggressive
Edok
plays
doesn't
because
get
you can
a
actually
idle
take
pick. Baloy, no
the
one
purple.
saw that.
Yep,
It's fine.
Sutsujin did not get it. So that's a 1-for-1, but I think that's all right. They did not spend any of their flickers as well, while Edok did use his battle spell. So
But yeah,
Yep. But they do get two.
So that
they
survivability
were able to get
gotta
2
take
buffs,
into
which is
consideration
also
where
important in that
RRQ might go for the all-in,
when it comes
but
to like
the
economic
half
battle,
can be clutch for
especially
Kenzie.
because the Lord is spawning soon.
Sure. He's gone for the crit build, ladies and gentlemen. We all diverge.
Any thoughts on letting Q? Oh my god, big brain Baloy. This time Sutsujin gets out. Okay, so Sutsujin does not have tough boots, in fact. So he went for the magic shoes. Well, it's pretty standard, but that kind of means that if you get caught by Baloyski, you're dead. If you don't react properly. Baloyski does not have the ult, but they will still try to defend, push this. They're trying to blitz the Lord this time. They know, no buff for the Ling. Riz is dead, and now Dyren is next. Well done. Look at that box, dude. Look at that box. Look at how they protect each other. Edok's, oh my goodness. And they go for the diversion play. Sutsujin, oh, he's baited. He was baited. He was baited. Goodbye, bro. Oh my god, you got baited. You got baited so bad.
Bang, 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 bang.
So,
that's 4 RRQ members.
Geek fam, what they did was to teleport top, force Sutsujin to use the ult, immediately beelines towards the Lord, bursts the Lord, blitzes the Lord because they know that Sutsujin cannot contest. He has to back off. He has to get back to base, spend his energy getting into the Lord, which he wasn't able to eventually do so, and he does not have the ult. I think Geek fam had a 80% or even 90% chance to get the Lord, so they took that those odds and get that Lord.
team.
In fact,
They're so
might even be
good
95%
at
actually
defending.
during that
Will
time. So
that
Geek fam and their
characteristics
decision
show
making
in this game. They're behind almost
so on
7K.
point in this game.
Defending a Lord, can they pull the defense out?
And that team.
I agree.
was
Aboy
actually
played
knocked out.
badly in the first two games
Geek
versus
making
Geek
it a 1v1
versus
against
Onyx.
the Mercenary. Once a part of his team.
I don't know why they did not let Aaron Shiki in. That's probably because of scrim results, most likely. To be fair, Kyo played well in the last week of MPL Indonesia regular season. I don't think that Kyo was the problem anyway.
Kenzie, way too aggressive. Luckily, you have a second chance when you're on the
Wow,
one-one.
I'm surprised. Well, this is the problem for RQ. They don't have an actual burst to go with the Ruby. I guess in that scenario they don't have enough because of the needles and flowers, right? It's available. So if they had like a Farsa instead of the Zushin, but then it's just how it is. It's how they wanted to do it. They want to go for Gobs. And there's a diversion play. Gobs was, oh, it's a bait! It's a fake! It's a fake! Oh my god, big brain Baloy! Okay, Rince gets up with the ult. Gobs still dies, but Tyron is dead. So that's a 1-for-1 exchange.
Interesting.
Okay.
They will get the purple buff, which is more important. And you see Gobs actually
I guess you could say the losing team usually
acted
benefits
as a
from
scout
one-for-one
around
trade,
that
but
purple buff because that's what
I
they
don't know about
needed.
this. I think it really still benefits
They needed to
Geek fans
deny
more
the
than again,
purple
without
buff
that
away
front
from the
line,
Ling. And
can't open their own jungle.
we all know why
Geek fam
that is the
has
reason.
full control of the kingdom's jungle.
Why 1-1
Really
instead of the
hard
Earthel?
for the RRQ composition
1-1,
to open the map,
I think,
right? Sure, you're a Ruby.
I really don't know the answer to that, but I think that when it comes to like playoff matches, you want to go for the harder carries. In a way, if you get my meaning, like it's the playoffs, you want to go for those heroes that can actually bring you the championship and take you to Riyadh, for example. And even when Irithel wins versus the 1-1, you still have the Joy, which answers the Irithel, right? So it's like a, you lose the gold versus gold matchup, but the gold laner wins over the other lanes, and then your jungler can take care of the gold laner. So maybe that's where that's the ideology here for Geek. A boy might be dead. No Winter. Yeah, he dead. But Tyron is next. Mike is on the other side. And Baloy, of course, the god of peeling. Dude, oh my god, Baloy. And he's peeled. Bro, they're like... Dude.
Only one man left standing. Toy.
Baloyski.
He deals with the wave, but Geek fam have
The way
another.
that he protects his teammates. Oh my god.
Toy, will he be able to defend this?
Can the Granger defend against this? Nah, Makeits will go for him. Yep, they will dive him. And the Winter Crown, obviously. And Baloyski. Dude.
In game number 1.
Oh my god, big Grain Baloy.
In this best of 7.
Let's
Great
look back.
Great execution.
This draft.
Looking to rep.
You gotta look back and how it was shaped.
They missed the
Homeboys to MSC?
Why? Fuse is a bro-
So it was
There's no Mars, yeah.
semi-reverse sweep?
priority scale, which is more dangerous.
Is that for real? I don't know.
Bedwin or Iso.
Easy game, bro. So I think the mistake here for RQ is to let the Joy go.
For a
And so the trade was Zushin.
And now RQ sees
They
that.
open up Zushin.
great move from RRQ, but hey,
No, where am I? Anyway. So the trade was Zushin for the Joy. I think there's no fair exchange because this is like the Hayabusa is the only, I would say, hero that can actually take care of the Joy in this metagame that we have right now. Maybe Ling in the late game. Maybe even Lancelot late game. But in order for I think a Lancelot to work, I don't think it pairs well with the Zushin. Maybe it's better to go for like a Farsa, something. So Zushin is not even the best trade for the Joy because
the Farsa can still work, and
I think the only way that you can maximize this trade, like letting go of the Joy, the only valid, I guess, exchange is actually cheap in a way. Like what usually what the Filipino teams do, which is like chip. I'm thinking like what did let's see. When it comes to hmm. Let's see. Mm, seeing this guys. So I was thinking like what did we in the Philippines? This is the grand finals. Joy Ban. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is weird. Harith. Yeah, Harith is a good trade because Harith handles the joy. Yeah, like okay, this game number 4. I think this is the way that you do it. This is the only valid quote unquote trade that I would say for giving up the joy. Like if we let's compare this, guys. All right. Let's I don't know if you're seeing this. Oh, okay. Let's compare the two drafts. Because I think the LID actually pretty good. Like when it comes to like the way that they understand the heroes. So you're seeing like a joy, and then the what Kenscute or what RRQ did was to how do I say it? Dude, I'm sorry, dudes. All right, so they ban Harith and they themselves ban Harith, and then the Hayabusa is here. But look at the times where the joy was given, right? Even in game 3 of the grand finals, Hayabusa is available for Onyx to take. So that's still Harith and Hayabusa in exchange for the joy. In this case, both Hayabusa and Harith was given. Zushin is the valuable hero that RQ thought of, which is in this case, I would say not a good trade. Right? There's no actual trade for the joy. There's no value that you get out of this. That's why I kind of felt like this draft might not happen once again. Like this is, I would say, a lapse in judgment from the side of RQ,
The E.
or maybe they didn't think that. Maybe they didn't think that Geek Fam will pick the 1-1 early. And they could have picked up like Badang actually in this Badang Farsa something like that. I do like the Ruby though. I think it makes a lot of sense. But the problem here for RRQ, honestly, the Luya is not a problem. I think their bans are okay. No, the Luya was not a problem. I think they should have just banned the glue, honestly. Knowing that they have the phobias, maybe they banned glue and CC. Something like that. And this is a good Fredrin ban, by the way, from Geek. Alright. Will Gord ever make a comeback? For sure. If he's not that item dependent, maybe. I hope you can get spot. I hope I do as well. Give me the Candy. Give me the timestamp so we can. Because that's a very general question. I think it's very situational. Joy. We use Fredrin versus the Joy. In fact, we won with it. Right? You can see here. Versus both Chip as well. I think this is a really good draft from us. And this, yeah, I think maybe we could have changed the Benedetta perhaps. But yeah, this is such a good draft for us. Good trade overall. And also, Team Liquid are also getting all the heroes that they wanted to. So this draft overall is a good exchange between two teams. Yeah. I would say in the fans taking notes. Utility against the Joy, it's okay. Man, I wasn't able to see.
to help check
We have
out,
to burn
you know,
so
check
much
for
time.
information.
Fred
Because
can
they have the
stun lock
Tushin,
Joy.
right?
Yeah,
Usually you would see
that's
something
what
else there, like a
we.
Selena to try and counter and
Yeah.
find information for
Yeah.
the Tushin. But so for the against the Lo Yi, but because it's not available, they go for the Granger, which is the next best thing,
Who's-
kind of.
do you-
But
okay,
again,
they're saying that Game 5 was wild. So let's watch. Who's your bias? Geek Fam. Cebaloyski. Dude, my boy Erpang is there.
Di MSC 2025
Woo, Coach Erpang!
Stadium Tour!
See you in MC, bro.
Out damage. He made sure that whoever
Homeboys are
keeping this on
winning.
their wing. They should have.
They will. Homeboys do not want.
Oh!
Idol straight on the bait. They're still clearing up the mid wave.
Oh, no.
The EXO have They to gotta be make it careful quick. actually.
Look, Khalid.
Split push can happen. They-
Khalid
I don't
threatens
think
for a
they can
split
contest
push,
it.
and that
They
forces
have
a
to
reaction.
give the mids,
Ah, no,
get out too
it didn't.
hard, and Bells- oh, oh, oh.
AOT comes
Oh,
in.
Rassi.
The EXO is going all five. The base!
No way.
It's in the base! The
Khalid
Crystal is
threatens
wide
push.
open.
What?
Homeboys are just gonna hold them in place.
Are you kidding me?
It's going to be one. Wait,
Oh! Oh, it's not. It's not over. That's why I thought like Khalid cannot threaten the push. Melcuti died? Okay.
how does this happen?
Homeboys
Oh my God.
are gonna
It's
win
one
this
hit.
way?
It's literally one hit away.
was out of reach.
It pushed them out of here. Wait, do they have any?
No, okay, so here's one thing that you have to take note about these pushes. And maybe, right, so it's 1340. You don't do this. Any Filipino team will not do this, actually. Because you know what happens? This will get pushed out. Even when the base will not be able to like take out this minion, what happens is that if the minion wave spawns, they don't need to kill the opposing minion wave. They literally push it out because of blocking. We're gonna see it.
The crystal is wide open. Homeboys are just gonna hold them
What?
in.
It did not get pushed?
Crystal is wide
Okay,
open.
never mind then.
Homeboys are just gonna hold them in place. And
Yeah,
that
so
is going to
that
be
minion
one.
wave was pushed.
In
I'm
place.
surprised that this minion, this card did not get pushed.
Homeboys are just gonna hold them in place.
But yeah, you generally don't split push if that's the timing, generally. But it was enough
It's going to
to attract K-Min. It's good. Kali damage, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
So how does
How does this happen?
Oh my God! It's one hit.
HB win this? How do they win this?
Out of reach.
It pushed them out of here. Wait, do they have anything? They still have Izanami, Ivan, as well as Amel. They could look to recover this.
3
position,
versus
but no.
5, the
Just give it
Fredrin
up.
is there.
Give up that Lord.
Amon needs to steal this Lord. If he wants to contest, he needs to steal the Lord no matter what.
It's not worth it. It's not worth dying for at this point. Just give it over. You can wave clear. You can defend this. It is a better than risking it for.
Take if
Odds have been reset at this point. Let's see.
to the question,
What if
are the
Kali
odds
didn't ult? Okay,
he
let's
can
see.
do the res-
If Kali didn't ult, we'll see.
Boys could
Look at the last minute throw. Okay.
lose off the
Man.
Five
I can't. For Keeman. The
guys off the blood.
Seals gear top. Wow! Got hard and Bell.
Oh, if he didn't ult. Yeah, he panicked. Yeah. I think if he sold one item and then, yeah, I could have ended it. You're right. If he didn't ult and if he sold an item, yes. They're crying. Okay, they're pushing. Alright. I'm just gonna say it. Homeboys' high ground defense is so bad. I mean, not that bad, but you know, it's not the best. How do they lose this? How do? Oh my God, this Brawl! You don't even like understand what's happening anymore. Let's slow it down. I don't understand anything. Okay, Fire ult.
He loses
Yep,
immortality.
that's understandable. She's got dives. They have minions. Fredrin ult and Khalid ult clears some of the minions, which is important. Mel dies. The base is attacking Rasi. So Rasi dies.
The backline.
Storm also dies.
But he's still going.
Literally the Lord, the base is attacking everyone but the Lord. So the crucial part is they were able to clear the waves, the minions, and then the ult, the Khalid ultimate hit heroes, and also the minion wave, which aided them. Like the Fredrin ult as well as the Khalid ultimate were able to clear some of the important members.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh, Fell almost ended the game, and now he truly has ended the game. 20 seconds
Yeah.
for Rasi.
Fred ult
No, he can
actually
do it.
hit so
Only
much,
Storm is around.
and the Khalid
Storm can do
ultimate.
it. He can clear that wave. You gotta trust. He can clear this wave. He just needs to
10
buy
seconds.
8 seconds. Wait, Rossi still doesn't have his ult. If he comes back, does he have his
5,
ult?
4. They will have Skyset. Storm needs
Nice
to buy
retry.
time.
Bro, nice retry. Very nice retry.
It's a Gallic
It's
Reaper
over.
now.
Yep.
It's a wipeout. Oh my!
Oh my god.
They have done it. They have taken the series. They will move on.
UC key. Simbol
Oh
kepada
my
manual
god.
kami.
MPL.
For notes, but you know, they get kind of messy and all. And digitally, I just, you know, kind of write myself. I mean, write
Oh
something
my
to
god.
show
The
you how beautiful
Khalid
writing
swept
with the
them.
S Pen is, right? It's called the S Pen. It's basically the Samsung pen.
Can you play? Can you play with the pen?
Cannot.
Is there even any?
Where's
any use
Midnight?
for- you play
Where's
like
Midnight
this?
not here?
Boloski, that's
Geek
what
ball.
Boloski
I'm
needs.
gonna write this.
Oh,
Never mind. And by the way, if you do have a Samsung Galaxy or any Samsung device, you can
I think
go
it's
to
still
the team
defable.
at Galaxy Zone Cam by Samsung Galaxy. Colbius.
It's
Okay,
so
I'll go.
difficult.
You'll lead.
It's
Yeah.
it's.
Oh, hey,
We cannot
stop
blame
video
the
here.
teams to
What's
make
going on
mistakes
here?
like that.
Hey,
But I think
Still need Colbius here, but yeah, like I said, I'm writing
Yeah.
here. I don't think you guys can see, but they can see.
Onyx chat.
Onyx chimps.
Oh, wait. What'd you say?
I'm reading what he wrote.
What'd you say?
Onyx champs.
A champ.
Come
What's
on.
that?
I couldn't see. it
That's
before.
kind of.
Okay. You can't.
Yeah, let
I
me
didn't
fix
say that.
something,
I didn't say
boys.
that.
That's real. That's handwriting.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
handwriting is bad, but hey, you know, aside from this beautiful S Pen that we have, it also has the Gemini Live, a feature you can literally talk to about MLBB. If you don't have friends like me, I talk to Gemini.
Oh.
It's like you have a personal coach. You can even
Yeah.
ask the
Personal
item
coach.
build for the heroes that you use.
Yeah, when you're playing, right, you can go like, Gemini, can you help me? I'm up against a Leslie in lane. What do I pick? Who do I, use, or what do I build?
Claude.
Because no, no, you don't. You get cancelled. You're blazing duet.
He's a bad coach.
Took you a little while, dude.
That's why I did Gemini, man.
Yeah, you need Gemini.
Hey, can Gemini be my girlfriend?
Be your girlfriend.
I don't know. I mean,
You can probably try and work it out somehow.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't think I would advise it at all.
because how do you feel when, Gemini knows whatever you're doing?
It's in the heart, I don't need any kind of physical.
You don't have to be that down bad, Chefin. There's a lot of fish in the sea. All right, Colius? I mean, you're a married man, and you don't need Gemini
Colius is
to,
married man.
to show your love.
But sometimes I think Gemini can give me a good advice. Right?
Marriage
It's
advice.
not about the Mobile Legends only.
to Gemini.
Family consultant, business consultant, tax, I don't know, maybe like you
Everything in
can
this
count your
phone.
tax as well.
Everything.
Everything in this phone.
Maybe gift recommendations, because I hate that the most. Like, oh, there's an occasion here. What do I buy?
Date please.
Oh man.
Wait, hang on,
Gemini,
guys.
Gemini, brother.
I want
help
to
me
try
out.
out. I want to try out Gemini here, but the phone is set up into Indonesia, Indonesian language, so I can't really use it right now.
Because you cannot speak Indonesian.
I can't. I
Yeah,
was born and raised in the
you're
U.S.
foreigner.
At 6, I went to Europe, and at 8, I went to Hungary, and then
Yeah.
at 10, I went to the UK. 12, I had to go to China.
I can see why you're
Wait.
from Hungary.
Why?
What do you mean?
Whoa, what is going on?
This guy, dude.
Devin, why are you firing
doing?
shots, man?
He's been firing shots since day one.
3-1-1?
Oh
Okay.
my god.
3-1-1?
Make sure you don't complain when I fire back.
Okay. Coleus is him though. Coleus
Alright, I
is...
think
You know what he said? He said this. Gold gap right now is bigger than Eterna's forehead.
Okay, we don't talk about that.
Imagine!
We don't talk
that.
about that.
Nah, I will. I will dig back in your past crimes.
I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Okay.
But the thing is, he said it while he was casting, and Eternal was on the panel. So she heard it, she was like, what?
New
Sorry,
RG system
next
next
time, all you
season.
guys, Eterna lovers.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No offense, you know. I actually genuinely apologize to Eterna for that.
It was over, but it was a quick decision.
That was a mistake.
Stone also decided for down. Probably. Coach, do you think New Year's Edition could put Louis out of
Okay, that's
meta?
all good. Now we go back to the
I think
game.
also some of the changes, I think they will nerf Louis.
The 1-1 and toy with
And that will
Granger.
put Louis at.
If it's not the
Yep.
Granger, what do you think do RRQ needs
The
to put in?
Zetian is so strong. I think so OP.
When Toy first debuted, right? One of the big heroes that he kind of, one of the big picks that he actually showed up on was the Irithel. And he was able to do this weird play where he hid in the bush, and once everyone went by, he came in with the
Do
heavy
you
crossbow
think?
and just...
Yeah, I think
kinda
it's
like
an
shredded
OP
Pinocchio
hero.
out
I
of
think
nowhere.
alright,
So,
next week,
again, this is a man
I
that
think
understands how to play a lot of
a
other
patch will be
heroes,
up June
even
18th,
they have it to
if
a
I'm not
degree as well,
mistaken.
I'm pretty sure.
So
I feel like that could
yeah.
be used in the drafting phase, but again, I feel like once the idea
That might mean
is it gonna be the gold
that
lane? Is it gonna be the
I
jungle?
will go
Right? If- 'cause if you're trying
for.
to get all the lanes in a
I
really
will go
good
for
spot,
analysis
I think
draft.
against Geek
For an
Fam, that's a bit
analysis
too
draft.
idealistic.
Yeah,
right?
you cannot be greedy.
They won't let it slide. Yeah.
Even the Moskov works really well. And by the way, that play, that Moskov play, I believe that was against Geek Fam, right?
Where he was surviving with a...
I know, right? So why not just use it? It works against Geek Fam.
Did mention it against the Joy as well. You can have self-peel.
We will do a patch
So,
analysis next week. That's when you
Alright,
can
I
ask
think
me
I think
about like
immediately for the second
what I
game,
think about
we'll see how, Coach Keskut operates.
some of the-
There's gonna be
some of
some
the,
changes immediately. Yeah, I do
yeah.
wonder though. Again, with so many
Oh, the new
options,
patches, Hall
this
of
is a
Legends,
blessing,
nah.
could be a curse in disguise. With so many potential options as far as which
I don't think it
role
will
you wanna
favor
prioritize,
the
which one is
China players
best you're gonna
because we
be
will
focusing
have
on, right? And I do wonder if
Zetian
there's gonna be
next
any
week.
particular plan for
So it might
Darren
even be
and
bad for
because I
Chinese
think
players
that
because
particular combination
we have
with
more
the Roam
heroes.
and EXP being so important for RRQ. The synergy between the two has to be
A big
really,
minion can
really
take up to
good.
20
I think
hits from
more
the
so
base.
than just like
Wow,
what lane
I did
opponent
not
they
know
go to.
that.
That's true. Now,
There's no Tagalog in here.
All
Alright.
Smartphone,
Let's go for the
Samsung
draft.
Galaxy S25 series. Sorry to cut you off there, Coleus. Do you have a point to make?
I think it depends on the heroes, what kind of momentum heroes that they want to pick right now.
Ah.
Especially if Darren is using like Povius again, maybe it's gonna be different gameplay that they can play
Seen
right
some
now.
of my
But
tabs.
if Darren is using like Hilda, who can disturbing the enemy's jungler on the early game, it might work against Geek Fam if Maykits is using the assassins.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, the Hilda is obviously bread and butter if you want to try to disturb
Oh.
the assassin, and they will ban out. the
So long.
joy.
Yeah, it takes so long.
Disrespect warranted.
Well, but
Oh
the
my
other
God,
cat
missed
is
it.
open.
Oh
Harem
my
is
God.
open. So you have to pick, two poisoners at the same time. I
So
think there
first
should be
pick,
an easy Harith, right?
no
We
Joy
wanna go
this
for a
time.
ship first,
Zushin
maybe?
is open,
That
no
should be an option, but
Baksha.
It hasn't been working for
Pick up.
Pavlovsky. It only works.
Okay, I will never
never
guess
mind.
Soyu to be first pick. I will never guess
Was
that.
it
I
Ryan in
don't
the
know.
first game?
I don't know yet why this is the case. I'll have to
RQ
look
ban
at
on
this.
the
But
first
this
game, so that's
means
why,
that the Badang
if-
is open. I think
Thinking
RQ
about, like,
is
picking
much
Suyo on
better
the
if
first
they
pick,
pick it up.
because if they don't
Zushin is
pick
there
the
as well.
Suyo,
Zushin makes
RQ might pick the
a lot of
Suyo
sense
on
here
the-
for
on their
RQ.
pick, on the first pick.
They can open with
But right now, against
Zushin.
Suyo, Maykits, are they gonna use the chip?
Zushin 1-1?
I
Is that even a
don't
good
know about
opening
that.
pick here for RQ? That could be a good
free.
opening,
Moyi's free.
actually. No Tagalog here. Zushin for sure, and then
Onyx can pull
maybe
it off, but
Badang
Onyx,
or what?
in a way,
Gatot.
are
Yeah,
built
they do
kind of
like the
different
Gatot
goalies. I
Kacha.
think it's a tall order, but
Like,
RRQ,
oh, it was.
they've been experimenting with some
Oh yeah,
crazy
so
picks,
that's
but
Zushin.
no.
Zushin,
They go back
Badang,
on the
Zushin.
Zushin.
Okay.
And the Gatot
But this also
Kacha.
opens up
This is gonna be
the idea of the 1-1 again for Geek. They will go 1-1 and then Badang. 1-1 Badang again, dudes.
I think it's still gonna be a Badang again. They're gonna still save the mid lane for the second phase. Just
Who was that?
the way
Was
they
that
usually do,
Gani?
and I don't know
Yeah,
why. They
you're in
always
my
save a
mind.
voice pick
Hello.
off for the
Why
last
not
pick.
Harith.
left him with like crumbs.
For
But they can
RQ.
have, a different approach here,
Because
I
the
guess,
1-1 still wins, and I think that they want to counter the
well, never
1-1.
mind, it's still gonna be the
Oh, they
Harith
pick up
again.
Harith instead.
I mean, there's no
But
reason
yeah,
for
Badang.
them to stray away from
Now
this
RQ will
almost
go for
guaranteed
the
winning hero,
1-1.
team fight. Now, the question
I think this
what
is a
kind of
mistake from
frontline
Geek,
will you
because
bring?
RQ will pick up
shocker.
1-1.
It's gonna be a Badang again.
Yep,
Oh,
okay.
the
So
1-1
1-1 now
take-up by
wins for Zarth.
RRQ, though.
However, I would
Well, I
say,
guess it
guys,
won't be a
that
counter matchup
Suyo
against
and
the
Harith
Aerial.
are still
Farsa.
pretty strong, right?
Yeah,
When
the
it comes to like
Farsa,
a
he has
duo.
to be respected immediately. And along with that, I don't know, heroes that can kind of like sustain
Watch
from the
party
console
na.
and-
Oh, Faramis?
I don't know, they've not asked
Yeah,
me.
Geek Fam have been bringing it out, you know, despite Mirko's advice. Geek Fam have
So,
been
let's
kind of
see.
adamant on going for
What
that Faramis.
does RQ pick up
Well,
with the
it is,
1-1?
a
Did,
signature hero for a
did they
boy.
play
And you
1-1
mentioned it, Julius.
before?
Depends on the pilot.
RQ
Because
played
the pilot is
1-1?
employed, right?
Yeah.
But now, I think
With
it's gonna
backs,
be
yeah.
a very aggressive gameplay.
So there's
during the
not
early
much
game
that
from the
RQ,
Geek drop, because they have
RQ has
Suyo,
not
they have
played
Badang.
much
They are very
1-1
powerful
in
on
the...
early game. And they can give space for Kenziski to farming
Yeah.
and join in the team fight later.
in the past games.
Yo and the Badang, I think really enables
Harith.
early-
Okay,
early
yeah,
game as
so
well. I mean,
Geek Fam,
with the Jawhead,
you
it
can
was
see
so
here,
good, but Badang
game
took
number
it
1
better.
versus
You have
Onyx.
a set,
Geek
you
Fam
have
are
a sort of
okay.
a way to just open up
Like,
the map and even the skirmishes.
Geek Fam are okay
going
playing
very
a
nice. Now,
Harith.
Geek Fam, what are
Oh,
they
what?
looking to ban?
What are they looking to ban? First one is blue, so
Geek
they
Fam
wanna
are okay
secure
playing the
some
Harith
EXP,
versus
but,
the 1-1. So I
I'm
think they're
still
comfortable with
focusing
this.
my, you know, what's gonna be the Apoy
Okay,
pick here?
that's
because
interesting.
I feel like when
Yeah,
Geek Fam is
so
playing
goodbye to the
against a
Farsa
1-1,
for sure.
They always need to somehow either pick the Farsa, which has already been banned, or
Geek-
pick either Lu or
They
Yi,
have not played
or the
s-
Chip.
oh,
So
they
Lu
did
is
play
banned. There's
Suyu
still an
here.
Eve that might be an
And they
answer
pick it up
to
with the
this,
Kale. Kale is
considering that,
banned.
you know, the last match, RQ versus Onyx, that was
up-
the saving grace. That RWM
They
a
okay.
single
So
ultimate
RQ
from Sans was able to get,
RQ, this is a mistake. They
Savero
did
down
not
to
ban
50% HP.
Faramis.
You have to remember
They
that
did
the
not ban
combo, right,
Faramis.
the
And
along
Geek,
with the Zaman
Geek
force with
likes to
Harith,
play
it
that.
means
But
that your
I hope that
shot
Geek,
percent as a man force,
Geek Fam does not play
allowing
the
your
Valentina.
gold laner to output a
But the
lot more
Faramis
damage
is
as well.
good.
Aside from that, being a counter, a direct counter to the Tsushin as well, seems like a double value pick.
They
for
do
Geek
ban the
Fam. I
Fredrin.
don't know
Well
why
done.
they
So
even
this
go
will
for
force
it,
RQ to go
as
for a
they ban away
greedy
the Fredrin. So
jungler.
once again, no utility available
No
for
Lucas as
Tsushin.
well.
Yeah, just targeting
So what will be left?
Right? Forcing him to play yet another.
Tigreal for
unfavorable
RQ, it
matchup.
looks
I mean,
good.
the lane's still available.
Yeah, that looks good.
Right? It's gonna be very hard for Sukujin. So what are some
RQ.
personal options then for Sukujin?
Oh boy,
But they
here's
might
the
just
point.
pick. They need to pick a jungler
For
now.
Looking at the hero
Or they
production,
may
it has
maybe just go for
secured
CC
not
actually,
much, actually.
like
You know?
Chi Chi.
He only played
So
7
that
heroes
they
this
will not
season,
have
and
to
the ones
worry
that's
about
left
the
that has
Hilda.
been picked is Yiso
Oh, there you
Shen
go.
and
Geek,
Lane.
I think they will
If
go.
there's no
I think the
Valentina, how about
Faramis looks really good. You don't
Lucas already
because the
back.
thing is RQ cannot
Yeah,
pick up the
he's back.
Edith anymore.
Because it's Naruto, it's not Lucas.
No, I think
But
the
this ratio
Faramis is
also for
perfect.
RRQ. We talked about how they are so dynamic.
And
with the
then
engages,
against the
and how they're
CC,
going to try and
Hild-
hinge on
nah,
that
not
using the
Hilda.
Ruby. But now with the Gatot and the CC,
Masha
yeah,
looks
they have,
good.
Sustainability this time.
Or
But they
Kimi,
don't
yeah,
have
Kimi
fast
or
at all.
Faramis is good. And then Phoveus, do they
Kimi?
even want to? Yeah, they. I
Man,
don't.
front to back is
Yeah, I
crazy
can
from
understand why they
Geek
pick up the
right now.
At the
Phoveus
same
much
time,
better
you're
than
up against
Hilda.
1-1 too.
Yeah, but I mean, the crowd control. the
Kimi versus the
sustainability, and
Zushin
damage
is
output.
great, by the way.
Man, Geek
That's
is overloaded
a good
if
one.
it's gonna be a front to back, and there are no senses left around for Suzuki to try and use.
What is your jungler here? What is
This hero
Lancelot
might be
good?
the option. Maybe another Ling, because he can aim for Kimi.
Ling
or
is
even
good,
contest
but
with
it's
Suyo
so.
on the early game.
They might go for a utility here,
I mean,
like
there's
even
a-
what
many
alpha,
uses
not
for
Barats,
Link
definitely
as
not
well, or
Barats.
Alpha for other-
Pick up,
rather first-
they did pick up
no,
alpha
Go the
before.
Alpha. Why the oh no?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Here?
I gotta say, you're just walking into a lot of CCs.
So this
and
one, I don't know if you
Alpha
can
is
see
not
it.
good
Can you
against
see
CC
it?
Unless you have
Oh,
Matilla to bail you out.
you can no longer see my.
Yeah,
It
it's
expired.
snowballing
Whatever.
Right now, I think, yeah.
I'll fix that
Alpha
later.
very needed the kill points.
Yeah, I think the winning condition for the Alpha is to snowball.
Why do I
early
get
on.
logged out of
Maybe get
a
those
power
items
mirror
go
again?
on, and now
I
it's
did.
up to the casters to bring out the game. So Mirko and Gani, stage is yours.
Why do they keep locking me out?
The alpha last pick for RRQ. We thought we were gonna be
So So,
like a weird pick for Sutsujin, perhaps something like a Yisun Shin again. They go for the Alpha, which is I would say just as
Oh
weird,
wait,
like Stefan
RQ
mentioned,
did not play
so
Alpha.
much
We
CC
played
on
Alpha.
the other side. The Phobia's displacement as
Yeah,
well. but
RQ never
ladies and
played.
gentlemen, welcome to the
Yeah,
land of
RQ
Dawn. You can see
haven't
the Garuda
played
wings
Alpha,
of MPL
actually.
Indonesia to fly us into this world. Edith too, right there to welcome us.
Let's see, will RRQ take game 2 to equalize, or
Oh my god,
will
why did I get
Geek
locked out of
double
my account?
their
What the
lead?
hell is
A
this?
boy mid with the Kimmy. Let's see if this guy can make it happen
Wait.
again.
Who are you to shred as the alpha? Usually you see a Baksha on the other side, you know, a tanky boy like a Gatot even, and then you say, sure, let's go alpha, let's shred him. Make it, Suyo isn't tanky, not that durable. The Phobius,
Okay.
I guess? Kanziski already struggling up top in this 1v1. 1-1, definitely favored in this battle, in this matchup. Pull yourself together as usual. Nothing too crazy. 2 bargain hunters though for Geek Fam. And 2 inspires too, but
What is happening?
I actually thought it
Hang
was
on,
gonna be
guys, I'm
Exhaust
trying
for
to
a
fix
boy.
it.
They went for a more meta pick.
What is this?
Yeah, it seems like they do not want to take that risk just yet. Kenzie though, great spot, right? Already popped his Purify, so that's just Kenzie.
What is
gotta play
this?
it very, very carefully in the lanes. A quick setup in the bottom side.
What is
though, but Darren,
happening?
for now,
Like legit, what
is
is
able to
happening? I don't know.
space out from
There,
that threat.
okay.
I just really love the understanding of Geek Fam. And
I'm sorry,
also, like,
guys.
how the individual matchups play out. They know that they can't go up top in the gold lane to help Harith. Harith
Alright,
in
it's
this
fixed
lane,
now.
for the most part, is just going to be there to farm up. So instead, they rotate down below to
No, I
get
cannot
Cryo
alter
for Cobbs,
for
who's
because
also in a losing matchup against a CC, giving
whatever.
Cobbs some more space to breathe. And
So yeah,
now he doesn't get
I
punished as much as he
you did
should
not
have
see my
in the
screen
early game
in
while
my
going up
my
against
tablet,
the
which
CC.
actually featured some of the heroes,
Oh,
and I was gonna feature the alpha.
Trying to trigger
I think RQ made a mistake drafting the CC because what it meant was they have the 1-1 and the CC both farm heavy, and that meant that they can no longer go for an assassin, which made it so that the Kimi
able to get level 4.
does
The
not
boy
have
isn't
so much
level 4
problems
just
here in
yet.
this game.
Tyrant, curtain call,
Oh
boy,
my
Ewok just in
god,
time
did you
together.
see?
2 big ultimates already used out, no Crimson Beacon.
You
and
see
no
that
curtain
cancel from
call.
a
Maker's
boy?
level 5 to Substitutes
Oh
4.
my word.
That's going to be
Even the
Reigns
curtain,
taken
yeah,
down
they're
first.
dead.
Uh-oh.
They made a mistake
Substitutes doesn't
jumping
know
a
what
boy
to do.
there.
Not using
Or
Spear
a
of
boy
Alpha,
just
that could've
outplayed
been a
them.
big play to win
A
the
boy's level 3,
team
but he's bullying out the members of RQ.
Hesitation from
Dude, oh, a
RRQ.
boy is on fire.
Sutsujin has another shot. Who will it go on? That's a pin down over. Only one member. Lock for the Spear of Alpha. Scops goes in, but they put up pursuit over the Tyrant. Again on
Oh my
Sutsujin.
god.
Lead
Oh,
up.
Baloy's
Looking for
still
the kill,
alive.
but Baloy gets away.
Baloy's
The juke from BBB.
Oh
And
my
of course,
god.
Scabs
A
will be
boy
able
outplayed
to
them so
lock
badly,
Sutsujin
and then
down.
big
First
brain
turtle
Baloy
goes to
afterwards.
Geek Fam.
What happened to RRQ? The clean, calm, composed early
Oh
game
my
system.
god. Best mid laner in Indo, Sans. Sans, right now.
Of Kescue
And has always been.
is breaking in front of our eyes. We saw the keys to victory for Geek Fam.
Thanks,
Bring it to
Candy.
late game,
You are
where that
amazing.
inevitably
Have a
happens,
nice
but for
day.
RRQ, it's not
You
even
deserve a
functioning
W.
Right.
Easy for Geek. Let's
Keep
go.
in mind,
Yep.
folks, that RRQ, they're the regular season champion.
I have paused the
Right
ads,
now,
by the
3
way,
minutes
for
in. They're
anyone
behind
who's
2,000 gold. That is significant.
And it's so glaring that this 2,000 gold lead, yes, was from Geek Fam outplaying RRQ, but also from RRQ hesitating.
Also greedy.
Greedy, hesitating. It's weird.
Suns
Sutsujin,
all
while he
around.
was at that
Thoughts
choke
on
point, he was,
TNC?
I think, able to get
They're
a
not,
four-man Spear of Alpha there.
we
But
don't
he
expect them to
hesitated, he
like
waited.
get
It was like,
into
he doesn't want to go with some of those resources burnt out with Rins.
top 4 that
Now
easily.
they're
Their
caught in a tough
first
spot, man.
like
Again,
season
you
with
gotta
this new
remember, Darren, you
lineup.
kind of need the first few
The fact
turtles.
that they
It's a
almost
true
defeated
Alpha.
Falcons, that's
They get
impressive, already
outscaled
impressive
by
to
the
me. So
Kimmy,
I think
even the Harith.
bright future
The
ahead for
only
sure because they have
lane
invested in
that RRQ
Zyda,
has
and
to
now
play with
Zyda's
in the later
having more
stage, I
playing
guess,
time, and then
is
they
where the
have like
CC
Coil,
outscales the Phobias. But
they
even
have
then,
Benny,
it's-
Kozen,
both
they
extra
have
laners aren't
both
really the
the
best in late game
old
anyways. It's
team,
not a
a
1v1
team with veterans,
EXP,
and a team with rising talents like Coil and Kozen.
Was used already. So maybe perhaps that's why Alpha also is looking for a pick.
The Kimi. Wait,
good flicker from
wait,
Gob.
hang
Now
on.
we'll get 3. Doesn't
Oh my god. Gobs.
Sutsujin gonna be taken very
Gobs
low.
is
Gobs is going
easily
wild.
the
3
best EXP
members.
laner
And
for
Make It is in
the
for cleanup.
playoffs.
Wants to jump
Yep.
in. Will be
Oh
able to
my
go for the
god,
Soul
so
Sever. Taunted
make
up by
it.
Edok, but he's got
Bang!
the kill for the Voila.
No magic damage for RQ. Dude, they got pinned down all the lifesteal. Oh my
This
god.
unkillable
Dude,
Tyrant
honestly,
can't get
make
to
it
him
in
up top.
Baloy's character.
Genzi.
A little
Good.
too aggressive. No purifying. Yeah, Toy.
I don't
is
think
able to find the
BTR will let
solo.
go of
That's
Emerald
big
Knight.
for RRQ. Considering
think so.
Toy will be crucial entering the mid, entering the late game. So perhaps
Why
that's
Kimi?
their
Okay,
only
so why
saving
Kimi
grace
and
for now.
Fulvius? The
Still
Fulvius,
though,
I think it's more of a
1,500
power
gold
pick,
secured
meaning to
by
say
Geek
it's
Fam.
a
Second turtle is up.
not a power pick. It's more a
Geek
power
Fam
hero. In
has
Indonesia, they call it
the
hero
momentum.
power or power
Alpha.
hero.
Remember,
So
with this player, Alpha can definitely
it might not mean
turn
anything.
things around.
It might, you know, it might not mean that much for us Filipinos. But for Indonesians, it's more like a signature hero or a hero that you mastered. So I think that Gubs, oh my god, they forced the ultimate on Rins.
Looking for the taunt again. Substitution still on the turtle. Make it to the color. Toy won't be able to get in close.
Yeah, okay, so they get it.
That's
Baloyski with a pain cut ult. Very nice. But they will still lose this.
Toy.
Oh my god, Toy does. Toy has the ultimate, but couldn't fly. So yeah, Fulvius is a power hero, I would say. They needed some sort of front line, and Hilda will not cut it. I think CC wins over the Fulvius. So the thing is, there's no tanky hero in the XP lane that can actually match against the CC. So CC, so you kind of accept that you will lose the matchup 1v1. So I think the idea for Geek is let's just get the signature hero or the comfort hero for Gobs, and then combo it up. Now the Kimi wins versus Zushin. It's a common matchup against Zushin. I thought the Faramis will be picked up because of the 1-1.
I'm talking about late game Sasuke, man. Like when he was Shadow
Late games. But I think I kind of feel like the Fulvius, the Kimi is a much better pickup. And kudos to the chat for actually reminding me that Kimi can be picked up. So, yep, Kimi wins most of the matchups here. And also, Gobs, dude. You see that jump from Gobs? Treading the needle. And then a boy just outplaying them 2-0 and 4 on a boy. Also the reason why they won the first turtle. And you're going to see like the strength of the Kimi. I think that Geek set up a trap as well. They know that because RRQ already picked up the 1-1 as well as the CC, which are both farm-dependent side laners, it means that RRQ will no longer pick up an assassin for a jungler, which also means that the Kimi will have a great time. Okay, that's fine. They will pick the Lord, the turtle. Turtle. Hey, thank you, Taton. Wow, thank you so much. Aqua. Oh, Geo. That's interesting. Supposed Geo, yeah.
Jakarta International Velodrome is silent, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that again.
Is it an option against CC or the other way around? CC will not be killed by Edith, and that means that the CC in I think that's CC favored that matchup. You still get vengeance if ever the Edith pops the ultimate. So yeah. Are you part of Onyx coaching staff? Yes, I'm a data analyst. Yeah, there's no jump for the Kimi. That's why it's okay to last pick the Kimi. Because like I said, RQ will not have a good time if they eventually pick up an assassin. So I think this is again a Geek fam like winning the draft, honestly.
Fraction pulse, immobilization field with skill 2 of the Kimi again, and then make hits with a blade surge. Fulvius with almost everything in his kit. Last but not least, with the Badang. One skill 2
Badang.
from 1-1, you try to fly and then you die. Baloyski up top, traction pulse over the Rins.
Oh my god.
He does in the end, but he loses a lot of HP.
Not even an ultimate from Geek. I mean, obviously a boy popped the ultimate, but that's a local than ultimate. It's almost a poke.
Trying to position themselves very, very carefully. Also, as Geek fam, same. But the mid
So yeah, Etomac said that he's no longer in charge of the draft. That he, well, obviously he's not there. like in the stage, but he was helping the team. And even when you, that's the thing with drafting, guys. Even if you give some reminders for your team before, it really like the conversation, especially with time constraint and because of time pressure when you're on stage, you tend to forget a lot of stuff. You tend to make mistakes. Even the best teams, even the best drafters make mistakes while on stage. Hopefully we get to take EWC. We have 2 chances.
Let's see here. Okay, eventually the mid turret falls. RRQ now. Trying to defend. Oh, God!
My God, Baloy. And even Toy Scott. Toy ults the tanky hero, and obviously that doesn't matter. The Kingslayers. Okay, let's reduce the volume. Sure. Thoughts on Aurora's playoff run? I think they're not picking the best, like the strongest hero in the meta, something like that, which matters so much. Like if you don't know how to play the Baxia, or well, obviously they know how to play it, but if you don't know how to optimally use it, you're gonna struggle.
All they need to do now is just keep, again, just don't blunder, don't overextend, especially for Baloy and as well as Gauss, their frontliners. But Kenziski, I'm sure his farm is already great. Heading towards the late game, Harris, full item. That's a nasty, nasty Harris.
Phobius this season for Dobbs has been tremendous. Yeah, this is his favorite pick in the regular season. He does really well on it, and you finally get to see it here in the playoffs. For some reason, we haven't seen it. Real-time victory rate.
For Glue, CC. CC is great. Disgusting play from Geek. Yeah, I do help Onic ID. Yes. Oh, nice pin down. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's eat. LBF, this is the first time that the lower bracket finals for MPL ID is a best of 7. The second time for the Philippines.
Will it be the same story here for RQ? Will they find the angle for a comeback?
Are you talking about the Tigreal Edoff? Is that the game?
That was that
Okay.
was Onic defending.
Do both are you share strats? You'll be surprised that they actually don't share strats. Okay, that's a mistake. Oh no. Oh no.
What was that? Siren caught by the dark wave. Now they go all in. Taunt from Edo.
Oh no. Oh no. We collapsing. What was that?
Oh no. Boy and Kenziski with a massive blunder. RQ are back alive. Their hopes grow. By the second
That's pretty bad. I don't know what happened.
slowly but surely for Geek Fam and is rising toward the kingdom.
Can we smell?
Nice invade, by the way, Suchujin.
In came Teal. They were behind what, almost 10K. They have cut it down to half. Sure, for Rayo, it's still Geek Fam, but that was a warning sign. Geek Fam cannot do the same.
Okay.
Oh no! Back to back, it was Boy.
You throw, I throw.
Like it was destined to happen to Rins.
Hey, yesterday Rins did the same with the Selena against Onyx.
Oh my god. MPL Indonesia, dude.
And it seems like that habit, right? That staying in the mid habit.
This is a hold my beer kind of region where you throw, I throw harder.
I look for. And just like that, the chance to come back grows slimmer. And it grew because of a boy. Now it gets slimmer.
Pork
because
chop,
of Rins.
guys.
And it's the opposite team.
Fried pork chop.
5,000 gold lead still for Geek Fam. And again, if we go back to the drawing board for Geek Fam on RRQ, it's still
You throw.
at a disadvantage. They've lost the mid lane.
Oh, this is a. Let's call it a throwback. You throw, I throw harder.
Not again, right?
Game of Thrones.
Away this time, but yeah, RRQ
Game of Thrones.
are going to get outscaled. Oh no, how did Edok taunt cancel already? Dark Wave to cancel it out one more time. Edok playing in a position where
That's alright. 88 seconds.
Geek Fam does not give the time for Iraq to hit that AOG. Oh my goodness, the chain CC was tremendous. That was too much.
realistically, Gani, what would the Gata do with a flag? Like that's a Tigreal move.
Yes, we'll have probably 2 patches before the Firmacy because it will take a long time.
Without Edok, I don't know, sensitive with the Spear of Alpha. Oh, Winter Crowd. Crossbow time popped in, or able. Let's do the
Too early with the crossbow. Oh, dude, Toy's dead. Toy's dead.
That is Gobs doing work.
He missed the ultimate.
from Gob. Second to turret again. Now,
Again, he used it on Baloyski.
somehow now mid lane.
Somehow, Geek throws. Somehow. Oh my god.
Already jumping back and forth over to Suzuki.
Oh my god.
Kenzie's still free. He is dancing.
Yeah, he's dancing.
He finds a double, but couldn't find
Yeah.
the connection for that
So that's a turret? That's a turret? I mean, turret what?
and then it turns out it was just
20 seconds.
storm. They decide to dive in all the
Yeah, this is RQ favored. This Lord is RQ favored because Toy will be alive soon.
another chance at coming back in this game. Geek Fam gotta be careful. They did this against Onyx. Kyrie got a maniac and it was over.
My goodness, my goodness.
Bluffsy has always been good with the draft, honestly.
Is this a big gamble though?
If Bluffsy is given good players, dude. Make it is here. Oh my god, Sotsojin, no! Oh my god!
That's going to make it connecting on towards the Lord.
Oh, Sotsojin, dude. Hey, get out. Get out.
AOG make his lockdown. You
Dude, wow, the brawl.
shut down. Sutsujin able to survive. 3 members down. Only Kenzie
Brawl server, my god.
left to deal with RRQ.
The Lord is going to be irrelevant.
Absolute vinegar.
Have committed 4 bodies in the mid. And yeah, the push will not come to fruition. 10 seconds on Gobs.
Absolute vinegar.
They can get the tier 2, I think. Maximum? Maybe a base turret maximum actually now. Yeah. But Geek Fam have proper avenues to keep this game alive. Kenzie's got to be careful though. Base turret in the mid lane falling. A wave in the bottom lane for Geek Fam to play with. Played slow, but RRQ have dealt with everything. Now it's more of an even game. It's down to even. It's just an outscale. It's just, again, those little mistakes that can turn the game around one more time.
Boys, gotta remind you guys.
What?
Back at home, this is just game 2, and we are 18 minutes in. Luckily for RQ, the Lord
What
will
do you
be on
want?
the bottom side of the map. Because far lane,
Mia wants to also stream.
RQ, can they complete
What?
comeback from a 9,000 gold lead?
Exhibition from my cat.
Fam was, and then Geek Fam will be the ones to pull off a comeback. As, you know, we got to 16, 15 minutes, but it's the opposite. It's Geek Fam with the early game, RQ with the late game. Despite the very contradicting compositions. Let's take a look at the items here. Full items for Toy, he's gone. Berserker's Fury, Rose Gold Meteor. Everybody's at full at this point. Really comes down to how they position, how they're able to play the far lane.
Bro,
Now,
bro server.
eventually item swap for the outplays.
All right. It's going to be RQ.
Alright.
We have the gold lead. Some say at the
Kenzie didn't he change? I remember him having the Rome boots, but I think he changed
factors here, especially
boots.
for Geek Fam,
Maybe.
considering you're going up against someone who is dead already.
Okay, Lord Dance. Will we see a Lord Dance?
Here, he went for the penetration item. Let's see, with this divine blade, can he do that?
Okay. Good conceal.
Wants to be careful, will be able to just get out.
Baloy will just get out, even after the curtain call. But that's curtain call.
Boys, he tried to go for the pin, lands
That's
it
an important ultimate to have, but it's a local done ultimate.
for
Anyways.
Evolved Lord. Conceal. Maloyski!
Okay.
Jim Nolan over to the back, Riz with a Crimson Beacon. BBB! That's gonna
BBB. Oh, nice winter.
Toy now coming into
But this is... Dude, they're fighting in Zaman Force. Oh my god, RQ, that was scary for you, honestly. Oh, nice. Curtain call. Gatot CC combo, bro. Nice. Gatot. Oh my god. That's a nice CC Gatot combo, dude. Honestly. Well done from RQ.
the loudness that we would expect.
Si Miao, yeah.
Game. Blade Surge. It's
Oh, no, 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 no. Make it, why?
It's the only hope of a steal goes down. RRQ.
What are you doing, Make it?
Go for the Lord. They will try to go for the
Oh.
here right now. They have Harris.
Oh my god.
Kenzie pull at the
This could be the biggest throw of the century if they do this.
line though. Is active.
Minions will spawn. Minions will spawn, boys. What are you doing?
Purify all the way to the back. The camera mini waves will not be utilized. Gobbs can deal with it. That was a mistake. Gobbs
That was a mistake.
all the way onto 5. Crossbow attacking to win a crown, and he saved the game. He got the clear. Toy RRQ.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's over. It's over. Okay, well calculated, RQ. This could, I was scared for you.
Let's see. A blow with the faction pulse initiated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, it's over. Well done, RQ. They have a next set of minions. Oh my god.
They stabilize in a best of 7. The Kingslayers push back.
They were behind by a lot in this game.
9,000
gold lead from the side of Geek Fam, but the Kings of Kings.
Oh yeah. Definitely a boy. A boy's error. Definitely. Brawl server, bro.
Is this a big gamble? Tag will be ready. Make it! Survive it.
So they already got this, Lord. Like they stole it already.
Be ready. Make it! That's going to be make it. Connecting
Dyren cancels, make it. Yep. So that's Dyren doing a great job.
Blunder AOT. Make his lockdown. You
Definitely a blunder. And then this one, I think this was the nail in the coffin, the winning play.
17 seconds.
CC got that combo.
Into the end. Gene Mortani getting top. No.
It's alright.
Away. Beloyski now caught on the top.
This one, look at this.
The end. Gene Mortani getting top. No.
Dyren held on to his ultimate for a long time. And then pops it as Baloyski was dashing. And this is sometimes what you do when you're playing the CC. If you know that your enemy, because usually what the general mindset of someone who's escaping a team fight is you want to dash towards your teammates so that you can connect with your teammates, right? So that your teammates can help you. So if you use your ultimate CC and you know that if your enemy is dashing, you usually would think that he will be dashing towards his teammates, which means that the curtain call is gonna connect. And it did. So Aboy and Baloyski, they're slowed and they're connected, and that will land the good AOG. Right? So that's Dyren playing it well and reading the situation so properly. And I have a bird for a cat.
The loudness that we would expect from an RRQ game. Blade Surge, it's on loud. Make it the only hope of a steal goes down. RRQ. Don't go for the Lord. They pull active. No purify.
I like this play.
Online though. Is that
So I don't know if Kenzie had immortality or had the money for immortality.
Kenzie jumping back and forth. No purify. All the way to the back.
Yeah, he had no purify, no winter, no immortality. I think he should have queued for because 20 minutes in, you probably have so much money and can go for like winter crown or whatever. I think Gobs should have joined eventually because the minion wave will spawn anyways.
50-50 for a Lord. fight and then getting counter-engaged by Adok. Julius, please shed some knowledge.
I'm sorry, dudes. I'm just eating.
And like even like Alpha from Subsujin is not like starting the momentum. Just wait until Geekfam is coming and use the skill of Alpha.
Counter and basically. Yeah. But obviously the follow-up
I'm gonna analyze as soon as I finish this meal. Have you had? What's your dinner? Comment your dinner, boys and girls. There are girls here. Balayuchia. Absolute vinegar.
He has been consistently playing this hero to its best. Sometimes, you know, he has to stay off.
Dyron robbed.
I think he landed 2 or 3 clutch AOG.
I gotta give a shout out to Dyron though, because a lot of this damage that you're seeing, yes, it's toy, but Dyron was doing a ton of damage, and that first shutdown onto a boy, followed by Kenziski, was started by Dyron showing up behind Kimi somehow, some way, and then shredding her down. And that was the story of the game. In the late game, Rico mentioned it. The only late game angle for RRQ is that
Delimundo? Beef stick? Oh, kasi it's a different time zone. Ouch. Ouch.
And when it's like just 5 different 1v1s, and that CC definitely brought in a ton of value, especially with the curtain call kind of getting the damage shared upon 2 people.
Look at this. This is the final curtain.
Adobong Bay Boy.
Bang! Unfortunately, he got tied down. That's just how it is, man.
Biryani, nice. When you say biryani, it's just, is that rice or?
Even the end sequence here, man. The fact that the wave was cleared and they were waiting for it.
Oh, bro.
We were looking at the death timers. Oh, it's only a boy. No burst damage. Probably can clear that easily.
What time is it in Riyadh now?
Funny enough, with all these fighters, they can tank some aggro. They can do a lot of bursty amounts of damage. It kind of worked out towards the end sequence.
Yeah, and I think it's still the same issue. Geekfam facing against Onyx. They almost win the game. They control the early game, but only can get counter of the miscalculation.
Yeah, miscalculation.
Parang ano, Kanto freestyle. No.
And I think the way they were able to close the game out. Was it Rashi?
Indian. So usually, when you say biryani, is there meat in there or is it just literally the rice?
I'm telling you, like, you gotta give a shout out to
5 p.m.
Look at the
Okay.
damage, dude. He did almost as much damage as the 1-1. Dude.
For the CC, I think a boy was ahead of
Oh, 5 hour difference. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that is what we expect from a late game Harem. But the CC
I don't know where they are based on the MVP. I think it's
in a composition
voting.
that has so much catch, so much dive. I mean, in the Phobias, in the Kimi, and also in the Barang.
Yeah, as long as you're, you know, putting the trap in the right place. If Geekfam, you know, gonna step into that, then it's just easy punish, man. There's not much punish instead of maybe just Kenziski going into as a man force full on combo on towards Dyron. And if he builds that radiant armor and the oracle, it's gonna help him
Yung ba yung bago sa jogging?
fight even longer. And there's a lot of situations as well.
Their Tagalog.
I mentioned earlier, Gobs is on a, you know, Phobias. It's gonna
Tagalog.
like it or not against ACC. Even Veloisky, there's a moment in the top lane we got chased down towards the inner turrets with a single couldn't call combo and towards Veloisky. It was like almost a single combo solo kill to a Badang with an anti-cuirass.
That was such a great start from
That was the game.
Geek.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think we probably have to like get some more insight onto this match, man. Because the early game by RRQ, it really wasn't the way to go, man. But then the late game from Geek,
Yeah, but I know that biryani
it's a perfect match.
is cooked with the meat.
Get tested here.
That's why like chicken is perfect.
Because I have no idea. Usually I can kind of see the vision, kind of,
Yeah.
the intentions. But right now, this match so far, I'm just drawing blanks.
Veggies.
I'm being RRQ. I think I'm not satisfied with this
Yeah.
team. Even though RRQ is winning, but they need to fix the early game because from the first game and the second game, they always lost on the early game.
Yeah, it's what we call an ugly win. Basically, when it's still slugfest.
I don't think that's a snoop.
It wasn't, yeah, obviously, because the action for, you know, it was back and forth. There was constant action happening in the Land of Dawn for that one. That's 1-1 now for RRQ against Geekfam. At least RRQ were able to fight back. The Geekfam, though, I think they have to learn to stop and pride just close out the games. Jeff fam, this is your team.
I don't know, man. I'm still wondering about that boy moment. It reminds me of that. I think it's less worse than Suzujin's dive towards the bottom lane there. You know, I gotta throw some jabs first before I wanna kind of like criticize my team here. But like, again, like when you got the traction towards like really good.
You know what we should do? We should time how much like time period there is between 2 games of MPL ID because it's way too long.
He could have played it safe, man. I'm just still baffled. I don't understand.
And you're saying that being a common pattern, by the way, for our team. Saying so far, a lot of times whenever they general
Just remember, boys, Geek fam is also geekable. What do you think of the Ionic game yesterday? It was super. It was one-sided. I know it wasn't actually, but yeah, the composure is much better. I think the drafting is also better. So
I'm like, hey. And you're like, what happened?
You gotta be nonchalant.
What's that about?
It's just confusing, bro. They play very reactive.
yeah, I hope I'm also included in.
And what's the objective?
I hope they include me actually.
Right? Because they can figure out later on. But as of now, we're gonna catch our breath because outdoor, there'll be Alyssa waiting for us. Alyssa, what's up?
Okay.
Melaporkan langsung dari MPL Festival, mana suaranya?
Oh, we don't care much about that.
Ton of damage. Give a shout out to
So let's look back at it. I think Geek's draft is way better. So there's someone that asked like I think maybe what they can change about this is
Choices for Ling as well, or Alpha.
maybe they pick up the 1-1 here, but in a way I kind of agree more with the Harith pick. Maybe they can change the Suyu, but then again there's no other like good jungler. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good opening from Geek. Honestly, it's just the execution. So the CC, what could be a substitute here for the Phobius? I mean, against the CC, Terizla, not even. You don't know if it's getting picked up, anyways. If you are up against the 1-1, I think the Masha actually works here for Geek fam. Masha and then Faramis would be perfect. Yeah, I think Geek fam had a good pattern for the way that they picked it up. Because I was thinking like maybe they can change, maybe they can change this to a 1-1 pickup instead of the Harith. But then there's a thing about it. If they give up the Harith to RQ, then this Suyu first pick will not make that much sense because it's not a fair trade. Because that means that RQ can pick up an assassin afterwards. Because they only have the Harith, which is not that item dependent compared to 1-1. So RQ would have more choices for the jungler if they gave up Harith. And in a way, they were winning anyways. I think it was their game already. They just threw it. So yeah, thinking about it, maybe I will not change anything about that draft. You just have to play better.
Cuma pada akhirnya itu juga dari kalahnya karena kesalahan Geek Fam ya. Kesalahan Geek Famnya sendiri. Jadi ya kalau dilihat
Which team will dominate? TLPH? TLPH and Onyx PH will dominate. And Onyx ID as well. Those 3 teams, I think, will make it to the finals. Ontama Udon. Oh, that sounds so good.
wah itu Suyonya juga udah mainnya udah bagus kan si Make It. Cuma tadi ada gerakan dari Aboy sih, beberapa kali dia blunder kan kalah akhirnya. Balonnya juga udah bagus kan, semuanya udah bagus. Cuma tadi ada mungkin adrenalin rush nggak sih, karena dia udah ngerasa bahwa udah 10k gold different, jadi dia mau coba-coba lagi, mau extend lagi, cuma akhirnya malah blunder. Itu yang fatal sih, karena dia yang dapatnya akhirnya dapat 2, dapat Aboy sama dapat si Kenziski juga si Toy-nya akan dapat. Jadinya itu fatalnya di situ aja sih.
Wow.
Oke, kita akan lihat ya. Di game ketiga nanti akankah terjadi reverse sweep sesuai prediksi Mas Ade? Kita nggak tahu. Tapi Mas Ade, aku mau ajak Mas Ade kita coba tes ombak di sini karena kayaknya udah rame banget ya. Mas Ade mau manggil Kingdom atau Geek Fam Unity nih?
Coba. Mana Geek Fam, suaranya Geek Fam?
Oke. Ada asalnya kok ya.
Coba.
Kingdom ada suaranya. Oke.
Okay. How about SRG? We'll see tomorrow. I cannot. I don't have an actual calibration. That's the word I'm looking for. I haven't calibrated yet how good our SRG is because, let's be honest, I think the other Malaysian teams are struggling compared to, like, if you compare Onyx PH's run, for sure. I think both Onyx PH and TLPH are so strong and they can actually take on SRG MY. But maybe, having Seb there, maybe it changes things. But yeah, I don't have an actual like calibration of how good they are yet. Yeah, they just threw the game, honestly. Satu, dua, tiga.
Yang belakang mohon maaf kemana? Yang belakangnya belakang dulu ayo. 1, 2, 3.
Ex-Evos players rising with new teams?
Karena QR-nya udah ditampilin Kak Gio. Mereka nggak ada yang peduli.
Langsung keluarin handphone semua.
Betul. Ya udah nggak apa-apa. Langsung di-scan dulu aja. QR yang ada di depan. Boleh di-scan dulu. Di aplikasi GoPay langsung aja didapetin.
They put Kyrie as an ex-Evos team?
Macam nominal ya yang nantinya bisa didapatkan dari BBG bagi-bagi GoPay.
Aku sih kemarin pernah dapat
Technically he is.
lumayan buat jajan-jajan ya kan.
But he's more yeah, whatever.
Lafut juga dari kemarin aku
Weird.
menggunakan seblaknya juga
Weird.
ya. Banyak banget kalian bisa cobain langsung di MPL Festival. Dan pastinya masih nonton di rumah, jangan cuma ngambil GoPay-nya aja. Langsung transaksi di MPL Festival karena MPL Festival gratis. Kalian bisa langsung datang aja terutama besok karena grand final ya Kak Gio.
Besok sih hari penentu ya.
That is weird.
Kita akan melihat siapa satu lagi perwakilan kita. Alright Kak Gio.
Yap.
Sudah cukup sepertinya sudah dapat ada yang
Scan it. Where is it? Never mind.
Belum beruntung.
Belum beruntung. Oh ada yang udah dapat ya. Oke, mantap kali.
Seb the GOAT.
Silakan.
Yeah, I agree. The Indonesian fans are crazy. I'm telling you. They are crazy. Crazy. They're gila.
So panelists, take it over.
Take it over. What the hell?
And why the hell is an altered champ shouting Diva RRQ? Yeah. He's an altered champ. What is he doing? By the way, that was Mr. AS, Aris Tiawan, Hyde O'Brien, M1 champion, by the way. Yeah. Speaking about champion,
Yeah.
who is your champion, Arashi? What? You predict your champion? Or do you know how to predict the 15? Yes, for any.
I don't know yet if I'm gonna be flying to Riyadh, but hopefully,
1.5. Yeah.
hopefully I will be there. Hopefully,
GoPay, because from watching MPL, Maba,
they might report her IG.
It's all past GG on GoPay games. You can also join the MPL GG party by voting for your favorite champion. MPL ID Season 15 playoff at GoPay.
So I like the idea of having the lower bracket finals as a best of 7, because it is the ticket to MSC.
The prizes include 5 electric motorbikes.
So there's a lot at stake, and I respect that.
Yeah. And it's very eco-friendly as well. Yeah, eco-friendly. Social commentary. You can also earn tokens by topping up games of a minimum 10,000 rupiah, and the tokens will be used immediately for spinning. You can also get a free WDP or a weekly diamond pass on GoPay game. The Scolios usually I would get my WDPs from Limcocho. You know those challenges he does in TikTok?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna try to get 10 kills with every hero in the alphabet, and he goes B and he goes boxy and he has to get 10 kills. If he doesn't, he gives a PWDP. And I create like 10 bot accounts to just comment. Wait, who?
Missing my I kind of miss analysis and casting too.
Plus, on top of that, with the GoPay app, don't forget the PWDP.
Free. I mean, that's a word that we all here really enjoy, man.
Yes.
Whenever it's free, you know when you get food and it tastes okay, but the same food when it's free, when someone it just tastes
This is the draft from.
I'm a married man.
Yeah, this is a RQ's draft.
This one is free, right? Yeah, okay.
And RQ versus Evos. What?
Very, very expensive. You gotta save up.
It's Caparino.
How would you know?
I don't know. Okay, I was on a grocery store once and I.
PH has the advantage because they can play both.
So you're waiting for the future, right?
Yeah.
Like King Kong and Carl are great at assassins. Kyrie's also great at assassins and utility.
I'm kidding.
So yeah.
By the way, the previous game recap here making.
I think throwing games in Indonesia is quite common because of their idea of the game. They like to fight and fight and fight.
He was deathless. He dealt 60k damage. That was just
And being on stage,
you are known to make
being in a high stakes match like MSC, for example, you will be making mistakes because again, you're just human, you know.
Perform like at such a.
Oh man.
I think it's always an amazing thing to see. You can see that from one of the top tier teams right now, actually. Technically, for Onyx, even Lutfi, right? One of the things that makes him special is that factor. He can be a setter, but when he's on those carries, he's still a real threat.
I think from the last game, usually we see that Direct is the initiator, with Idok. But on the last game, it's Shadow.
Brawl server, throw server.
When Direct is going
Yeah, it's just how they play.
that much of damage,
They just really like to freaking throw their games actually.
I think was what
They just play. They're not playing bad. It's just like they are so aggressive, you know.
You gotta say it to my face, man.
I do. You hear the click on the tongue from
But
Cherry?
I do feel like so far Geek Fam is. I think RQ. I think Geek Fam is much more stable than RQ. And yeah, RQ, if you think about it, like when they played against us, they already have the advantage for like the two games, like the final game and the first game. So, okay. I'll explain later why I don't like the global plan. Let's focus on the draft now. Let's be tryhards with this draft again.
We get that saying wrong a lot on the English desk, by the way. Just say it.
Oh, okay.
We get it mixed up.
Okay.
There's a shame all round for everybody.
What do you think will be the dark horse?
Oh my god.
Is that the official tournament match? Oh!
Maybe SRG.
What is this Faramis ban?
I'm telling
Maybe
you,
SRG.
I'm the only Federamis believer out of all the talent desk.
I think if we are gonna assume
We are crazy. Kalea is open for the first time this series. And Geek likes that. I think between the two teams there, yeah, okay, they pick it up.
can do a lot of different things altogether.
So that means chip for RRQ.
Is a good option because an approach like that
And if they copied our draft, it's like Chip and Fredrin. But Joy is not. Wow. Okay. Well, they did. I was just about to say, picking Fredrin might not be good without the Joy, but I guess in this case, Geek will be forced to pick up the Suyu. Harith is still open, and I think it still works well versus the Chip, but that makes it so that they can't pick up what Suyu. Maybe they're left with Suyu and Harith. But that opens up the 1-1 for RQ as the third pick. Another option is they like to play Masha, I believe, with it.
Oh man, Masha as well.
Oh boy, Masha chip, man. Are they pulling an Onyx? This is a crazy
Yep,
combo.
this one. Like this draft you're seeing. Masha Loi. And what else? Where's that? Oh, I don't have it here. I don't have it in this file, but Masha plus a teleport hero is a strong lineup to open with. And if you pick up just like Harith versus Chip in general is okay. I mean, yeah, that's kind of playable. But Harith versus Chip plus Masha or Loyi plus Masha or Loyi plus Lucas, Chip Lucas, something like that. Like a teleport and a bomb is difficult. I would say that RQ has the better first three picks. Thank you. I would say.
She has 3, so doesn't matter.
But now, what about the Valentina? If Geek want to use Valentina, can copy the shortcut.
I believe RQ needs to ban the Loyi here.
Useful ultimate?
Yeah, that's a boy staple as well, right? Valentina. That could be in consideration if they plan it out, but as of now, I think RQ.
Where is that?
One out with the
Yeah, guys, I don't have it in this PDF, but I do have a scenario where Cheap Masha is picked up against Harith.
Even comes into conversation, usually Esmeralda comes up first, and those are two very similar heroes. But I guess without a lot of shielding heroes,
Uranus, wow. Well, does win against the Masha. Instantly going for the Kimi. So the Luyi is not an option anymore for Geek. They might be better off getting the Selena, actually. For Geek Fam, I like the Selena better. Another hero is the Farsa, actually. Farsa is still pretty good. Farsa is amazing, actually, think about it. Another option is the Fermis. Would say if I were to choose, it's probably Terizla. And yeah, Terizla's good against the Fredrin in general. Then Farsa or Zushin good. Zushin might not be good. Yeah, I don't like Zushin, but they still picked it up. But the Terizla, we did say that could be picked up. If there's the general rule is that if there's Fredrin on the other side, which counters the Joy, you pick up Terizla so that you counter the Fredrin. That's like the usual pattern now for the teams. Marksman. 1-1 or... Oh, no, 1-1. What's that? Earthel or carry? Do we like Earthel? Do we like carry even? Carry's good versus Terizla. And you don't have a burst mage, so you're okay. Zushin versus carry. Carry wins, I believe. Harith versus carry. Carry wins in lane, some parts of the lane, but generally it's a 50-50. But I think some players like the carry versus the... what you call it? The Harith. Honestly, Arceus draft is... I like Arceus draft, actually. What do you think?
Get a point off of each other's back, and now it's up to Gun and Mirko to walk us through. The casters, take it away.
Thank you so much.
Your mind is made for Mobile Legends.
For our third game of the
What do we like the carry in general? I don't like the Zushin. I don't like the Zushin. I think they're better off with Farsa or Selena, actually. Versus the Kimi. I don't like. I think this is Arceus' game. What do you think? Teresa counters Chip, not Fred. Wow.
I like RQ's drafting more though. Masha, Chip, we're starting to finally see a bit more of the Kezkir we know. Took a bit of warming up from them. Could have been a Geek Fam 2-0 had a boy not done those 2 back-to-back plays, but here we are. A boy on the juice in finally.
A boy's winning against Rins. How did that happen? Now, if you think about it, Chip does not do anything against the Zushin, so maybe that's the idea from Geek. And then like Baloyski. So this is whatever you're seeing right now for Baloyski is the reason why some players prefer the Kalea over the Chip.
quite normal. Sutajin has gone for the tank emblem. Edok now the crash forward. Loiski forced
Yeah.
to flicker out.
But
Doesn't want to give a first blood over to RQ.
here's the thing with Geek dudes. Like, against Sonic, when they played us, they're not good. Their mid duo is not performing so well. I think they learned so much about like how to adjust when it comes to like laning, because for the past 3 games versus RQ, they are winning the mid lane, which is a very important trait to have.
The Suyo, when you're up against the Frederick, you clear so much faster. And Sutajin has gone for the Impure Rage.
Finals game 5. Finals game 5.
His clear speed will be affected negatively. It's going to be a disadvantage, even more so than it is.
Does Zushin have the advantage against the Kimi lane to lane? I don't think so. I think it's actually Kimi. Oh, Makeits went for the invade. Wow, that is definitely wrong. That's so weird. I don't know why they went for that. Why he went for that play. And the props to RQ actually reacting to that. Props to RQ. Ah. Sorry, no, I'm not reacting to the game. I'm reacting to my cat. Was about to throw out a mug.
This is actually a tough lane, quite underrated. The carry versus the Harith. It's a skill matchup in the end, but I've heard even from Kelra that carry is a good pick into the Harith. You're able to dodge away from the synchro fissions, and if you get
Okay, so what Makeits was able to achieve is a level gap. Interesting. So apparently Suyu is faster than the Fredrin. Like maybe a little bit, but it's already very significant. So the Fredrin is okay versus the Joy, but apparently Geek Fam knows that the Fredrin chip will be picked up, and they have a Suyu in the end. So I will not be surprised if this is like the same kind of a pattern for Geek Fam. And yeah, Suyu is known for his jungling speed anyways. Ooh. But then, for me, this is still a mid-game kind of oh, sorry, not a mid-game. A late-game spike for RQ. Because they went for double marksman. Well, technically, one is a mage, which is a Kimi, but that's pretty much to farm-dependent heroes. And then they also have the Masha. So that's their damage, or their DPS. And the Teresa is doing great versus the Masha, so it seems like you can see right now. So you'll notice that Harith did not pick up the Purify this time, went for the Flicker, because there's really not that much of a threat when it comes to like lockdown. Fredrin is a problem, but eventually you can outplay that. The bigger threat is the Masha, which we know that can be teleported towards the Harith. We saw that. Sentinels or PRX? PRX, bro. What makes Teresa good versus the Fred? Sorry, I'll answer that. I was waiting for a play. Yeah, they get out. So, because of skill 1, Edok stayed here for 2 minutes, honestly. Yeah, first kill. Fredrin is actually low HP in a way. Like, it doesn't have that much HP. And he receives a lot of damage, soaks up a lot of damage, which makes skill 1 very effective against the Fredrin. And Teresa can also one-shot this Fredrin. Fredrin is also... There's like a lot of instances of damage from the Fredrin, which makes Body of Smith for the Teresa also very effective. And all you need for the Teresa is get dominant size, and then you're already like outplaying this Fredrin. Also, after one dash, you're dead if you are the Fredrin. Alright, that's the play. This is honestly the real problem for Geek. That chip Masha play. That's why I felt like RQ has the better quote-unquote draft. this is a game where the early game might not matter as much as long as RRQ is farming. As long as they're not like throwing away all the early game, they're gonna be fine. They have a much better scaling and a very dependable strat or play that they can make. Tactic.
That's why it's a very good pick when you're up against a chip. Whenever the chip wants to crash course on you, you can just blink, you can dash, and it's very hard to catch a Suyo. As long as you time it properly, obviously, you can't just be using the skill 1 in enemy jungle. Tsunami's time over.
Makes me think that this. Oh.
That's gonna be Geek fam though, finding a collapse.
Okay. With make it one last or one last slash of the sword.
Playing so well. Okay, Baloyski. Nice. All right. Very well done. Very well done, my friends from Geeks. Edok did not use the ultimate, huh? Or maybe it was he probably was on cooldown actually. Will ever see a Lunox Nathan come back? Yep. For sure. Lunox probably not. Nathan for sure. Especially because Harith is always played. Won't be surprised. I think between all the teams that we know here, Geek Fam might be the team that will draft Nathan and Onic PH. Onic ID, I mean. By the way, a lot of players in Malaysia and even here in Southeast Asia are playing the Brody. So we are on a Brody watch today. Maybe we can see a Brody played in the series actually. Nathan and Brody are two heroes. This is okay for Geek actually if they lose Baloyski. But then Kenzie kills them, so doesn't matter. Oh my god, RQ, what are you doing? They jumped Baloyski with the chip ultimate. Oh no, Kenzie though. Mistake. So Dyron, I think he hid there, right?
You deal damage to her, you give her a free reset.
That was definitely on the awareness there, Kenzie. A little bit.
What country will dominate the MC? For sure, Philippines.
And yeah, great compensation at least, right? Iron got that kill. Again, just decreasing the momentum from Geek Fam. On the next neutral objective. Seems like RQ, they got to be wiser here when. Okay, so it's a glass cannon build for Iron.
So yeah, they decided to take that fight with Toy not even having second item and BOD not done yet by Dyron. The fight up top. Now
okay. Baloyski wants to go for Dyron. Yep, he did. He used the flicker. I think, for me, I think it's much better to just allow yourself to die there, honestly. Dude, that's a shutdown. My god, what a play from Geek. They didn't even have to use Baloyski's flicker, just to conceal. And it's gonna be the Lord timing. I think that was... Baloyski's rhythm is so good in this series. The timing of when he makes the play for the team. And what a boy needs to do is to kind of match that rhythm. Edok onto Kenzie. Oh my god. Oh my god, mind fart from Geek. They totally forgot about that play. They totally forgot about that play. It's not like they didn't even like they didn't even prepare for that play. Whoa, make it is level 15 at 10 minutes. Making Kong? Oh my god, dude. Why? Oh boy, it's not. That's pretty bad. Oh boy, why did you do that, actually? Can I ask? Like, why did you do that? Like, what's the point? Oh my god, dude. Geek Fam makes a good play and then eventually they make a very bad play afterwards. What the hell was that? I was just telling the viewers about your rhythm. Like, I mean, Baloyski's rhythm, not GeekFab's rhythm. And then they make the play around the Lord without even trying to defend their without even trying to defend Kenzie. Ads? The ads are paused during game. So bad. And now RQ has the advantage. Yeah, desperation. No, this is bad. This is RQ's timing already. Edok will go for a conceal. Doesn't have the flicker, but does have fleeting time, I believe. So you can actually like commit your ult. And they know that Baloyski's not there for the counter play. Valier for the Masha. Can be. Also good versus the Fredrin. By the way. Wolf curse. Yeah, I did curse them. Absolutely cursed. And jinx them. Jinx them from 1,000 miles away. About maybe 3 seconds delayed. Right. 3,000 ms latency. Thousands of miles away. Without the control of their minds. Without any influence at all. Yes, I did curse them. Oh boy, getting that paycheck. So weird. I wonder what's the matchup of Harith versus Brody. Or 1-1 versus Brody is pretty good. Dread. I'm sorry, I have not read the patch notes yet. Make Kids, well done. Dude, Make Kids had 4 or 5 levels ahead of Sutsujin during that third fight. No. Oh my god. Super bad play. They have only... Yeah, whatever, dude. That's a really bad play from Geek. It's really bad play. Super bad play.
Instant follow-up from RQ is what saved them. For Geek Fam, it was not instant. Yes, the Tsunami Slam was. Kenzie was there, but the rest of the team was scattered around, just trying to deal with minions.
They have to counter set for sure. Or go with Baloy. Match Baloy's rhythm. I don't think they have the burst for this. Yeah, I don't think so. And you don't... Yeah. They have the Zushin. I like the first 3 picks from Geek, but the Zushin really threw me off. I think it's not a good hero to pick that up. They already know it was the Kimi. I think even a Farsa would have been better. Oh, Gobs. Nah. Not it. It's not it. Versus the Fred. Oh my god, Kenzie. What the hell? Dude. Let's look if Kenzie's smiling. Is he smiling? I did not see. If he was smiling, then that's sus. Yeah, there's no burst.
I'm glad they're keeping it simple, RRQ now, you know. That's what worked in the regular season. The testudo of our... Will it be enough? Demand force over.
Look at this.
Will be not done by Siren. The fight up top. Now that they have these items, be not... After that double. Fam, Ken's... My goodness. Still kiting.
Okay. This one already very good. They Satsujin was isolated from his team, has the Zaman force. So give me this. We throw this. So he knows like literally what's that? Literally, they know where everyone is, right? They have vision. Already used his flicker and already used his. So let's look at what they know. They know that Dyren is there. Like even the minions saw Dyren. So and there was a minion wave. There was like one minion up here. And then one minion right here. So they know that Dyren hasn't crossed yet. If you're paying attention to the cues, they know this. Literally, they know that. And it's not even like 5 seconds yet. It's like literally 1 second after they went to this. What's this? Gope wall. Kenzie. They have all the information in the world. Has no flicker, has no ult. He stayed there. His teammates were already here. I think everybody should like group up together I think this is a good play, honestly, from Mr. Boloyski. This is a good play from Mr. Boloyski. Because what happens is he will call Hisuyu. They should be connecting towards here. There should be like this is like the area, the zone that they should be controlling because they know that this part is still plenty of RQ members. Dude. How can you not know? Rambutan says he feels like they don't. It's impossible that he does not know. Like everybody's here. There are two minions. Look at this. There's this minion. There's this minion. They know up. Like look at the minimap. They know up. This is the part where they have the vision. Like they can see this part. So that includes. Oh my God. They have absolute vision of everyone. Yeah. And look at this. Let's count how many seconds Dyren went off map. Okay, so 8:25. 22 seconds. Nobody can teleport. Nobody can disappear from the map after 2 seconds. This is definitely a brain fart from Kenzie. Rookie mistake, maybe. Yeah. That will haunt him forever, honestly. That will haunt him forever. Then there's another one. So, this pickup, very, very good play from Boloyski. The Boloyski rhythm on knowing when to start the fights and when... And it was so good because he didn't have to commit the flicker. And it was 7 seconds before the First Lord. Makids is level 14, about to get level 15. And Sutsujin is just level 11 at this point. They have just killed Dyren, but playing against the chip, you should know that a portal opens up. A portal will open up from the base, so they can call. They will. Oh, okay. So I kind of understand now why Geek made this play. To be fair, like look at this. They have cleared this side of the map. They know they have checked all of the bushes actually. So they did check their their 6. They did check their 6, to be fair. And then Kimi showed bot. Yeah. But there's the... And that's what... Okay. Wait. Did Baloy show up top? Oh, Baloy showed up. Yeah. And then the moment they saw the Kimi, Baloy, yeah, Baloy showed up. So Ido kind of made an assumption, and even Gubs was. Oh, okay. So all right. So RQ knew every. Yeah, RQ can see every member of Geek. That's why Edok made a great read. Right? Look at this. The trigger for so the trigger for Geek was the Kimi showing bot. The trigger for RQ was Gobs and Baloy. So technically means RQ. Technically, what I mean is RQ knows everyone, knows where everyone is, and since everybody showed up, Ida kind of knows that he can safely teleport to the lizard bush because he knows that nobody will be able to check it, and even if there is someone who can check it, it doesn't matter. He has Concede, he has Flicker, and there's really no attempt for saving Kenziski here. The worst part is that this. Imagine this. Imagine if you're playing Geek Fam here, your map is dragged forward, so you don't really have a way to properly detect this, unless you're like super in the zone. If somebody sneaks up on you from the back, especially with the concealed play, it's really difficult to do that. So yeah, partly a mistake from Geek, but mostly RQ just playing it well in this part, in this specific scenario. Imagine if Geek Fam just played the map. They have like 15. They have a 4-level difference between their junglers. They could have easily won. So yeah, just a minor slip up from Geek, but then RQ took that inch and made it a mile. Very well done, actually. Chip can TP from anywhere, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4 parts where he can teleport. He can TP from anywhere, but the cooldown is much longer. Yeah, I wonder why. I think was he waiting for an item? Ah, now I get it. Look at this, guys. I think the call was, I want to get an item. So he went for the, like, right after. Oh, no, he didn't. It wasn't. Wasn't looking for an item. Oh. Maybe he was trying to look for an item, I think. Then in that case, they should have not put the Lord 250. I don't know why Baloyski shot. This is very uncanny for me. Especially because he is the peel for his team. This is I think there might be a different kind of plan from Geek. Because the only reason why Baloyski will get a minion wave is probably because he is waiting for an item. Probably. And it was near the item, like that. He'll get it eventually. I think he was probably waiting for an item. That's why he showed himself in the wave. Probably, that's just my guess. Again. So that's Kenzi's second weird death. I think it's not just about him, but about his team, for his team as well. Like it's a team mistake from Geek. And then this one, obviously, they don't, like, dude, if they had Farsad, he would die for sure, but yeah, they didn't have a Farsad. They went in for the Zushin. That's why I felt like Zushin is a bad pick. Yeah. That's Jover. And then he will die, like, for whatever, for nothing. Got clapped.
The fact that they've always been there, but at least, you know, I always feel like I'm involved.
Here, yeah, can make it simply. Yep.
As well, the amount of twos in that graphic.
Oh my God, the gap between the games for MPLID is so long.
Which team kept their edge?
What the hell? What the helly?
In 15, it was ELPH and
Harith is better with Fury for sure, but I think in that game that's a flicker. That's a flicker game, honestly.
ended up lifting the trophy, right? The playoffs, again, it was TLPH and non-EPH, and I think there it's just, you know, regular stuff happening. It's pretty straightforward, man. Straightforward. I mean,
I need to eat something sweet, boys.
We've been very vocal about MPL Mena just because we casted it.
Just like that, it's 9 p.m.
You have info.
For sure.
Yes, big impact, for sure.
Cannot throw boy.
I think it affected them, honestly.
It's like BT randos. He kept on blabbering about Ultra Legends being 5 randos. Imagine the disrespect. Turns out. And he kept on talking about Throw Boy throwing the game. So I think, Chevin, I'm gonna throw you with this. I'm kidding. I can't throw Chevin with this because then he'll have a bad day. Because with us in the panel, it's always a good day. Because Good Day Coffee is ready to drink 3-in-1 bottled coffee with a variety of delicious flavors, including fantastic mochaccino, original cappuccino, tiramisu bliss, avocado delight, and the newest edition, groovy cookies. How do you feel after sipping that, Mr. Coleus?
Was that meme, Ross?
This is my favorite flavor.
It's your favorite?
Fantastic.
Fresh avocado.
Fresh avocado.
Mochaccino.
Yeah, you have the sweet.
I love the avocado. Now I can't spell
Fresh avocado.
The fresh
avocado. Avocado.
avocado.
Help me, Rashi.
Kiel and Kelra in the MP and MSC. Wow,
That is canon now.
Okay.
that's good.
I haven't actually tried this flavor. Pretty good.
It is.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I would vibe well with like mocha, but hey, it's not bad.
Oh man.
We throw this.
Fortunately, the other.
We need Marky in.
That's nice. I know.
They need a solution.
I know what this guy's trying to say. Rash, I know what this guy's trying to say. But it's time for us to wipe out all the dandruffs because with Head and Shoulders, we
Wipe up all our dandruffs. Wow.
Should we give Coleus the midnight treatment?
Should we give him the treatment?
You have the
Okay.
Mia and Lemon.
Let me update my stats, boys.
Shiva doesn't like lemon.
No, it's not. Mia and Lemon last.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Hands
Do you
out.
remember that mid lane 4v1 play from Lemon?
Wait, Devin. Coleus' hands out.
I don't.
Coleus'
I don't
hand.
want to.
No.
Why not?
No, you.
This one is Lemon. Give them to RQ, man.
Oh yeah. You are using the lemon.
Look at his distance, bro. Look at his distance. I can't reach. A little bit. I can't reach.
Tito the problem. If Arc's playing 95%, Peach will win. Just like a very resilient game from Geek, Arc, it's Geek who strikes out first, but Arc wins the match.
By the way, Coleus, yesterday we had midnight in the panel.
I don't know what happened to Kader, but apparently Kenzie is playing better.
I was like, Head and Shoulders.
Honestly, Baloy is playing so good this series, dudes. I'm telling you, Baloyski is making the right plays. It's just yeah, some of the members, core damage dealers from Geek Fam eventually, you know, makes a bad decision and then they eventually lose the game whatsoever.
You don't want to itch your head.
Like us.
Yeah.
We're never scratching our head, right?
Never.
Because we are using hand.
I'm always scratching my head when I'm only scratching my head when Geek Fam throws the game. Like, hey, Arashi, my favorite part of Adlibs.
Oh, it's Shevin's favorite part as well.
CITB. Chevin in the building.
Yeah. Cam by Head and Shoulders. And look at Shevin walking up to the screen immediately.
Oh, no, it's CI-GIV now.
What?
CIT-GIV. Chefin in the Jakarta International Velodrome.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Because we're in the GIV.
Because we are not on the MPL arena anymore.
Yeah.
It's not a building.
It's not a building. It's a velodrome.
It's more than just a building, bro.
It's a coliseum. It's a
What are these casters talking about, honestly?
Coleus? That's not. Wow. What is
The
this? That's jokes. Coleus doesn't understand.
What's wrong with you?
I might understand. Yo, I talk a lot.
Sorry guys, I'm updating my stats so we can study these much better.
Yeah. Oh, no, wow. I'm feeling hurt. Golios, tell him, Golios. Tell him.
I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Oh my God, Kevin. You're treating.
Baloyski will retire after Nah, hell no.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Hell no. Why would my boy Baloyski do that?
Alright, back to game we go. Previous game recap. It is for match 7, or rather the lower bracket finals of game 3. And if we take a look at the Jusin and the Kimmy.
I mean, I don't know actually.
Higher kill pressure with the traction pulse plus the burst damage you can bring with the Sky Piercer as well. But with the Jusin, in this meta, sure, Jusin is strong for the mid lane. The fact of the matter is that Jusin lacks damage. So what could, be possibly the reasons why teams still want to play Jusin?
Did you cry when Onyx lost in the finals? After. When I got home, yes. Did I cry internally? Yes. Of course, dude. Like, it's freaking heartbreaking. Of course. They play perfect. Geek downfall, yeah. I don't think Baloyski will retire.
When you do the combo with maybe Badang, can easily get first blood from the opponents.
I think it's the combo pressure, right, that really brings it to the table.
Yeah, RQ right now, pretty good win rate in this game.
What's happening?
We had a guest appearance by Mr. DARUS.
Don't dox him.
No, that doesn't spell anything.
That's our lovely runner.
Cameraman.
Oh, you don't seem like that.
No, that's doxing. He's just a cool guy. He showed up,
Very cool
gave us
guy.
some
He's a very cool
nice
guy.
words of
Always
encouragement.
helping us.
He feeds me with food.
Yeah, always helping
Gives
us.
me drinks and
All your other needs,
yeah, like what?
like
Dude, what is doxing?
something that you put in your...
Yeah.
Move forward.
What actually is doxing? I don't know what doxing is. Oops.
Vitamins, vitamins.
Let's see if the teams here have their share of vitamins.
What is happening?
They are
Oh my god, what is happening?
well, so they can draft clearly.
Where is my... What?
Smartphone, Samsung,
Wait,
Galaxy,
what's happening?
And as of now, what are the bands gonna be? We have seen
Oh no!
a glimpse of
Wait,
the Durant
what is this?
and it's up to the Luke in the box next.
Wait guys, I don't know what happened. Why I don't know what happened? Oh no. Uh-huh. I don't know. Wait, what's happening? Dude, wait. I'm trying to fix it. I don't know what's happening. The draft has started. Oh no. There you go. Okay. So what's the first pick here? Kalea, maybe Chip. No, not Chip. No Kalea, no Chip. Harith maybe. Or maybe just Badang actually. So that it will be that they will have the comfort. Because this is Geek Fam who's playing anyways. And they like the Badang so much. Okay. Let me... They did pick up the Badang. So funny.
So now RRQ can go for that Hayabusa if they do want to. And along with that, technically the Logi is available. I'm not sure if it's a very Rin style pick. We haven't seen it all that much. But possibly something in the mid lane as well, I'm thinking. Especially with how contested the picks have been.
Okay, what's the next pick? Maybe get the Harith now, right?
So that could be an angle. But maybe a bit too premature.
Okay.
The assassin threat.
Okay. A power. Maybe Harith and Phovius. Is Phovius a good early pickup? Oh well, they do pick up the Phobius. Never mind. Never mind. Wait, guys, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to fix this. Okay. Yep. Do they snag the Fredrin or they pick up Soyu? Fredrin is okay. 1-1 is the best option for Geek, and they did, as you can see in game number 1, they picked up the 1-1 when there's Phobius on the other side, so I think that's a valid pickup. They did snatch the Fredrin. Wow. It's either just Fredrin or Suyu. RQ, I hope they don't choke and get a burst mage. Yeah, Farsa just so good. It's good that they didn't pick up like the Zushin, just like in the previous game where Geek picked up the Zushin. So far so good for RQ's opening. So what's next for Geek now is to ban Alpha. Alpha and yeah, just Alpha. And maybe oh no, they don't have to worry about the Thursday anymore. Why is no one picking the Hayabusa? I was banned. So I was banned 3 games, and yeah, it was banned for the first 3 games. I think I understand why RQ did not pick up the Hayabusa. Dyren, I think Govs plays the Fovi so well, so that's understandable. Geek needs to ban the Alpha now, and then RQ will be forced to go maybe even Yisenshin. Why not glue for Geek? Not yet. I think that they will pick up for their 4th pick. Hero encounter. I like this. I like this kind of graphic actually. Worth 6. I like this graphic. It makes a lot of sense. Xborg Jungle RQ. I have not seen. They might have, but I have not seen that. 1-1 for Geek. They paired it up with the Louis against the Farce. Okay. I think they will pick up the Alpha. Or maybe last pick it, get the Yisun Shin. Will be funny. I think without the Gatot, they might just go for something like Hylos that can defend their Harith. Tigreal does not make... they said the caster suggested Tigreal. I don't like it versus the 1-1 because you can just go for second skill. Hylos is a good hero because it's not like before where you're a liability if you are a Hylos against the 1-1 because you can transfer the ultimate, right? So yeah. But that opens up glue for Geek. Super good for versus Phobius and Hylos. Then they paired up Louis versus with the 1-1, but I don't think it wins versus the Farsa, but also I don't think they have a choice. Maybe another option is the Eve. Eve is better than Louis. They still pick up Louis. Okay. Understandable. This is really an alpha game. Or like I said before, Yisun Shin, which they played yesterday versus us. Where's that? Here. It's here. It's here. Yeah! Got it! I told you! Right? Dude. Ew. I can read RQ's mind. I can read it. They were really looking for that. They were really looking for the Yisun Shin. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
The Yisun Shin again. Obviously, casters. What do you think about the Yisun Shin? Gone in, Mirko. Take it away.
Hey, it lost once.
No, but it's good because you're seeing some of my notes, right? You can see some of whenever I guess and predict some of these draft picks, it's not because I just get it out of my ass or just like it's like clairvoyance for me. It's not. It's based on stats. You can see I studied the history of when they use that. Like the Louis being picked by Geek Fam. If you wind back when I was talking about the Louis pick, I said that the Louis is the mage of choice for them with the 1-1, but I felt like it's not the best versus the Farsa. Still, they picked it up. And that's also the same with Lee Sun Shin. I showed you my notes, and they did pick it up versus this sort of strategy. So the fact that I kind of guessed that it will be the Lee Sun Shin from the first part of the draft might have been great to sound to hear. But at the same time, it's mainly because it was, my notes say, our research showed us that there's that pattern from RQ. Thank you, Nerd. Thank you, Nerd. Ren. Thank you, Ren. I love it. Yeah, global presence. Yeah, you got it. Like you sort of answer. You sort of answer. Oh my God, knew it. That's why I wasn't talking. Like in my head, I was saying, "Oh, don't stay there, boy." That's already massive for the Yi Chin actually getting a kill. First part of the first, like even pre-turtle. So, anyways, the Yi Chin has the ultimate that can spot where the opponents are, so it can like really mess up the rhythm of a boy in his positioning with this Loi. Oh no, make it. Look, Geek Fam has no box at all, no formation. Aboy's still dead though. Nah. And a triple. Oh my God. Oh my God, Geek Fam are in trouble. Because they didn't have any box at all. They did not even like try. They didn't even try to set up a box. Airthel for Geek. Nah.
It's so weird here for Geek Fam to be so scattered earlier. A boy obviously not level 4, and that kill gave Sutsujin.
The reason is because Geek are so separated from each other. They spread themselves so thin. There's no formation at all.
We were talking about the Yi Sun Shin, how it's more of a cheese pick, but I think in this game in particular, it's actually not bad against the Fredger now that I think about it, because the Fredger clears so slow. That's why Makins is opted to go full.
Yeah.
Good steal from Sutsujin again, denying even more farm. He's already a level ahead. He's about to be 2 levels ahead.
I wonder what's the cooldown for the recent Shin.
Another feather airstrike, this time no flicker from Rin, so he gets away.
Again, not a great start, specifically as well.
Their positioning is so bad. I think if you're playing the utility jungler, if you're playing tank junglers, you have to focus on formation. Formation is the most important part of it. Like you have to actually set up your box. Before you engage, you make sure that you are positioned properly. And that's why I think like some teams don't have the mastery of playing utility / tank junglers. Okay. Flicker for Purify. Obviously, the Purify wins.
Didn't know. Toy has Purify.
Okay. At least they now know.
At least they now know. The hell. Even Boloiski's positioning was bad, yeah, because there's really no box at all. Okay. Aboy is apparently still alive, but eventually dies. And it's hard to play the Louis now if you're a boy because Sutsujin has snowballed, has a lot of farm, and you can really just cycle through your ultimate very easily.
Seems like without Geek Fam's anchor as well, apart from that mid trio, right? They're struggling. They're struggling to fight back. What's with the boy?
Do I still prefer assassin junglers. I think they're still visually they're visually appealing, but at the same time, when it comes to execution, it's also more fun to theorize about assassin junglers, and also you can like play the map better, I guess. And it also means that there's a higher ceiling for how many plays you can make so that your team can have an advantage over your opponents. But there's also a lower floor on when like one mistake can just make it difficult for a team to come back. But the fact that we can play both assassin and utility junglers in one meta game, I think that's good in general. The fact that we can cycle through. And it's not like even a assassin played more than utility or utility played more than assassin. It's almost like a 50-50 on when you choose to go for assassin or utility junglers. Skincare reveal, just water. I don't have any skincare. I don't take care of my skin at all. Man, even Balay. Oh, is this Gege? Is it Gege? Please not. Hero-wise, in the current meta, what would be like your perfect hero for the 5 rules? Joy, Granger. That is a good combo. Joy, Granger, Kimi, Pobeus, Badang. Yeah. Yeah, that's my... Or Baksha. Nah. Baksha Haya is a good combo. But yeah. That's a flicker. Dyren is threatening for a jump. Oh no, they don't know that Dyren is here. But oh my god. Sutsu Jin. You really turn up when the Filipinos need you most. Oh my god. But then that's not a shutdown for Sutsujin, so actually that doesn't matter as much. Aboy is playing so bad.
Again, Geek Fam, still a hill to climb. Doris pathway dropped.
For the air shot with the piss crack now, Baloyski just trying to survive a toy. Oh! Buy one, get one special. It might be a buy one, get two special. A boy comes in with make it two.
In comes the TP play though. Oh my god. Oh! Kenzie able to fly but he's still dead. Oh my god. Oh my god, Kenzie. What was that jump, honestly? Oh my god. They're playing so bad. At the same time, I can't blame them. I think the Luyi, there is history where they played the Luyi, but like I said, Luyi is not the best option. Might have been better with Kim even good now. Eve actually, Eve would be good, right? Even a Selena, I like the Selena better.
For the side of Geek Fam, yes. But if RQ keeps it tight, if RQ now is, I believe, will start to buy the winner crowns, it's going to get tougher for Geek Fam.
Make it secure in the purple buff.
KKB strat, the opposite of Ube strat. Yeah, there's no play. Geek from are not doing any plays now. They're not together. They're not. They may have been broken by the first, where they're lost in game 2. Might be. They might have been broken down by that. Nice Farsa ult. A nice strategy to go with it. And the boy's dead. Yep. Dude. And actually, that's not a boy's fault. That was actually well done from RQ. Like, Farsa ult into Retribution into YSS ult. That's actually hard to kind of counter. Well played from RQ. But obviously the fault is YEC, like, far forward. Baloyski, no. Just def, bros. Just def.
There are purifies, there are tanky members, there's a Winter Crown on Tyron. And their mid laner does no damage right now. I wonder what item a boy is on. He is
Yeah, right, yeah.
levels down as a mid laner. And this is not utility, folks. This is a damage dealing mid laner.
I don't know what Bloon Star defense is, sorry.
I personally rate a boy over Rins, but in this game,
Dude, 7 games? Geek in 7? No! Geekable. I hope is this Geekable? Yeah, this is yeah, this is Geekable actually. Baloyski will be sent somewhere. And obviously he's gonna what? Okay. 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 Okay, Gobs is alive. A boy is dead. Understandably so. Okay. Ente. Oh my god.
I sound like a broken record, but it has to be pointed out. 0-6 and 0 on the Loyi. This Loyi has been very underwhelming for Geek Fam, and now for RRQ, 11,000 gold lead with
Oh man.
that loves the snowball.
Dude, Aboy is like my favorite. In fact, I kind of feel like he might be the best mid laner. Like, he has the potential to be the best mid laner in Indonesia after Suns because of the trajectory of his career. But this off season or this post season is pretty bad. Oh man, he gets jumped again. He has no items. It's not really damage. Nice, Kenzie. Oh my god, Rins still able to pop one ult. Oh my god, and Sagobs. Might be over. Might be over. Yeah, it's over. Oh no. Dude. Ark is first to get match point. GG's. Well, by the way, great draft. Games 3 and 4. Can't blame them. Pretty good. Man. There's not much to actually analyze in that game because they made their errors. Man, 7 games. I cannot stay for 7 games actually.
they need a hard reset, but RRQ one step closer to MPL ID Season 15 playoffs, one step closer for that slot towards MSC. Aloy giving the team some.
It's Jover. I hope not. I hope not. It's so Jover.
With their fangs. Geek Fam, the wound might be too. The angle. 5 and to deal with a 1-1. So, Winter Crown Immortality. You're done, right? The crossbow to feathered airstrike too to deal with a 1-1. And now the stun over to a board. Right? The crossbow to
Let's see where it all started. I think it was the first turtle. Yeah.
It doesn't look like he's feeling it. Another feather. Definitely ready.
Hey, community, because hey, not just the kingdom.
Has to wake up.
Communities, man. Not forget about the communities.
from Unity.
I agree with you. I think this is and should be more of a Geek Fam game, not just because I have an agenda against the Yusun Shin, or I'm sorry, but also just because this is more of Geek's comfort, playing around with Kenziski on a comfort pick here, on a winning lane as well.
Yeah, they need a pep talk for sure.
First match, always the
Let's see what happens here. Oh.
A couple of,
Because there's no one to. You know, sometimes, dudes, I'm telling you guys, even like, I'm gonna show you something. Oh man, it lagged. You know, in the pro level, even like utilizing just one of your spells in the laning stage is also very important. And it could even like cost you a game, like even one mistake. Like over poking, you know.
Hopefully it comes through this time around.
Yeah.
Oh, Kutsana going to be caught again. Oh, gets the shielding.
There wasn't any help for a boy here.
Already posing a threat on towards a
They probably okay. I would say yeah. This is like a brain fart game for Geek actually. They are so misplaced in the map. Even they boy 100% they know that the Hylas is there, right? Yeah. So make it saw this Hylos. And a boy does not have the double vacuum, which means that you're weak. There's no way for you to stop this. Then Baloyski gets poked here, which is understandable because he there has to be someone to kind of look for where the Yisenshin is. And a boy he really wanted to get this. He really wants to get to level 4 as soon as the turtle is up. So that's why he overstays. And this is also the reason why Rins, look at him. He's half HP. He just saw the Fredrin pass by. But he still is literally in the middle of the river because he knows that a boy desperately wants to get this, they can punish. And the moment a boy last hits this minion wave, gets poked. There you go. Poke number 1. And he's this is like 500 HP, which is obviously there's no chance. Like, dude, they get poked so bad. And there's like a fat wave minion here. If he bursted it down. I think he wants Makids to also. Yeah, that is what he was waiting for. Makids skill 1, but then that angle is just perfect. Baloyski was not in time to check any. Yeah, they couldn't check. Yeah. My God, mistakes like that. And then even this this first turtle fight, they're so scattered. Because a boy is just level 3, and Boloyski obviously also is level 3. Gubs wants to get to level 4, but already Sutsujin 4, Darren 4, Farsa is also level 4, almost level 4. There it is. He's level 4. They badly want to get their ultimates and they get pinned down. Like, look at this box. It's not. No one is protecting anyone. Yeah. Man. If Geek, yeah. It gave Sincere most of the team MC have Filipino. Yeah. I do hope that Geek wins it so that Baloyski will join Kyrie, Hate, Ryota, Yeb, Bluffsy. Yeah. Now this is first error. I think it's more of a brain fart, you know, like your autopilot. I think a boy is like autopiloting. Like Geek probably is autopiloting at this point. Yeah, it's like you know, stuff like that. It's like more of a brain fart, an autopilot. You know, if you get my meaning.
Unfortunately, on the Fredrin, in this kind of situation, 7,000 gold, dude. Man was struggling. Man was broke.
We almost see this like Yusanshin shining yesterday. But I think, yeah.
Huh?
Because it's almost the same drop, I think. It's on it.
It's similar.
Similar, right?
For RQ, for the opponent.
Argue.
Because they have the Yusun Chin as well with an early game composition.
Early game composition, but it didn't work well.
Yeah, you knew what happened.
Hey, don't hate on the boy. He's playing. He's a good player. It's just maybe it's not his. Maybe he's struggling. Maybe he has a family problem whatsoever. Because this, even Mirko said in his shoutcasting, like, this is probably one of a boy's worst performances in the series and as a postseason. But usually he performs good. It's maybe he's going through something. He's still human, guys. He's still a kid.
How close the items with Suzuki, then you see a boy.
What?
Oh yeah, we talked about it.
Item man.
He's a boy is a great player. I'm telling you guys, he's one of the best players in Indonesia from the mid lane. I think he's just struggling, Maybe I don't know if there are, maybe love problems, maybe financial problems, maybe he's sick. We don't know. Let's not judge, right? Let's just wish that he'd come back. But it's oops. What is happening?
Yeah, we saw the plays attempted, but unfortunately, despite
What is happening?
here, I mean, without the right resources, it's just not possible. The logistics doesn't check out.
And all eyes on a boy. If you look at 0-5-0, dude.
Let's talk about the MSC battle plan again. We have 3 of them today, and now it is going to be us discussing
Indonesia so.
player with the most MSC appearances. Let's talk about it. We have
The only problem I have with this is that the casters literally just focus on the boy and dude, the casters are crazy. What are you doing? And to be fair, guys, I honestly think that the Louis not a good hero in that game.
He has a long career, and his career is already so highlighted. Aside from that, though, yeah, Diablo, man.
What's this? The player with the most MSC appearances.
Easy from
Ooh.
This is a throwback, man. I don't know if you guys been around for a long time, but this is a very OG guy, ever since MSC.
Oh, because he was there in MSC 2021. Easy was there actually for MC 2021. Actually.
Oh man, what a throwback.
It's a shift now. It's up to new gen now too.
That's why.
And Chaknu's there too, man.
Chaknu.
I still remember Chak Mamba like it was yesterday.
Chak Mamba.
That's crazy, man. He won, yeah. Based off those crazy plays.
So, let me. Diablo. Yeah. Second to Sads for me right now, yeah. So yeah, I think it's just he's just an off day, maybe an off season, an off post season for him. Yeah, it's up to the Onyx. Oh, sorry, it's up to the Geek management to kind of fix that. Let's try to guess what will be the pick here.
Walking out to the camera. I didn't expect the frame to still be there.
So these are the drafts of the previous games. So far, you'll see that Geek Fam has chosen to be on the blue side most of the time. In fact, Geek Fam played most of their games in the blue side, especially when up against Onyx, up against Alter Ego. They did pick red side when they were up against Alter Ego. Like they chose the red side, as you're seeing here. They chose this. Why do I know that? Because I know that they have the higher seeding compared to Alter Ego. So AEverse are actually who is what is TLI the MPLID S15? Like what's the higher seeding? Actually.
Masih terus kita lihat dari
RRQ. So RRQ chose this, and they will choose game 5 for sure, which I think they will go. They probably will choose red side again. So I think Geek. I think this will be Geek and RRQ. Kyrie? Kyrie next season, what? Last on draft? Wow. Let me think. Let me think of let me look, rewind and think. What? I don't understand what you're saying, guys. So sorry. So they might go in first pick. I think they might go for. I think this will be the bats. Lucas, Baksha, and Chip. Geek did not ban the Baksha. Okay, did Geek eventually bans the Baksha against Onyx? And then, yeah, so one thing you'll notice is that after losing to us, to Onyx, Geek, so Geek never banned the Baksha. Went up against Onyx. Then after losing against Onyx, they decided to ban the Baksha all the time. Here, I don't know if you're seeing, actually, they ban it here, they ban it here, ban it here, and then eventually, all the games they ban the Baksha. So that tells me that they have not been playing Baksha and they're not inclined to ban the Baksha. In case of RRQ, they will ban Fanny. I think Fanny and Joy are auto bans for them. And then, yep, the Kalea as well. So that, I think this is a good set of bans for RQ. And I'm just guessing. So if eventually the Badang is the first pick for Geek, which I think is sort of bad. Maybe it's much better if they pick up the Hayabusa actually. So let's imagine that the Badang will be the bans. You still will go Phoveus, Harith, and then I think you go Hayabusa now. You go Haya instead of the Joy. Haya and Haya Farsa actually. You go Haya Farsa here. You deny that. Then RQ might be forced to go for Ling or something like that maybe. Unless they mess it up and pick up maybe Eve, you know. This is my guess. This is the. So we're already predicting what will happen in the next game. We're already predicting what will happen in the next game. Another variation is maybe if they don't pick the Badang and they, let's just say they first pick the Phoveus because they're crazy. But that might happen. RRQ will be getting Harith. Haya Harith, actually. That's pretty good. That's a good opening. And in this case, I think you pick up Faramis for a boy. Oh no, this is the reason why Geek might not first pick the Phoveus. Because they will have a very bad draft. Yeah, I don't think that now that I think about it, Phoveus first pick is not gonna work for Geeks. It's not gonna work. Because Haya Harith is such a good opening. Oh boy. Wait, Chip, why don't they pick Moskov to play the map because Chip is auto ban? I think when there still is a Loi, you don't pick the Moskov. The only team that is brave enough to pick up the Moskov when Louis is available is TLPH. They're the only ones. Oh, last on draft. Back then, I guess Zushin and Julian, it's pretty good combo before. We never had the chance to go for Ling Jungle Gold Ruby as a combo back then. Let me think. Let me think of a good answer, better answer for you.
Ini udah 4-1 soalnya. Baru 3-1, akan 4-1. Udah langsung 4-1 ini soalnya. Kenapa seyakin itu?
So another option I see is they ban Lucas Baxia. How did they open up chip?
Wujud Audi ternyata dibuka adalah Kingdom. Oke Audi, tapi terima kasih banget. Selamat menikmati untuk lower bracket final masih akan berlanjut. Best of 7 berakhir setelah game ini.
Lucas Baxia Hayabusa. And then this is gonna be Fanny Joy Kalea. Oh, because the chip is open, they will not ban Kalea for the exchange. Okay. Harith, you ban Joy Fanny Harith. So this will be chip instead. And this is like Kalea. Kalea Phovius maybe? No. No Harith. Oh, Kalea Fredrin. They will go for Kalea Fredrin. And this is where you go Farsa. So this is also a problem. They don't have a Hayabusa. Oh, they will go Fovi. They will go Suyu. Oh, okay. Man, now I'm looking for a lot of problems for Geek because they actually cannot go this route because pick up Su. There's no answer to the Fredrin. Might go Suyu Earthel actually. Man. Barazushin? Crap. Now I think Geek Fam are in trouble. They have no choice. RQ will get the second pick. I honestly feel like this is the... Hey, here's my suggestion to Geek Fam. I think their best 3 bans will be Lucas, Baxia, Chip. And then they have to first pick. They have to get their hands on the Hayabusa. Carry gold, Lunox mid. No.
Synergy issue. So
they are fighting right now because Geek against RQ, right?
Now
they're talking about chemistry. Look at this.
They have a very good
for the win, bro.
Talking about chemistry.
Oh man, that's really good. This is the original flavor, right?
Yeah.
So good.
Original.
Talking about flavors, I also have my favorite food when it comes to flavors. It is Hokben or Hokben.
King's flavor makes Masha chip. There's it's unstoppable when it's like sending your it's like sending an assassin. So here's the thing, Masha can one-shot any marksman. Or most, like all of the meta marksmen that we have right now, particularly like Harith, even the 1-1, does not stand a chance. Nobody stands a chance against the Masha. Masha is just way too strong. And the only thing that's stopping from Masha is if she is revealed to his opponent, but to his opponents, to her opponents, whatever. But if you use the Loyi or the chip to teleport the Masha, then you have an instant access to the enemy marksman. And if you trade EXP laner for a marksman, that's already like a super duper good trade for you. And even just the threat of having the Masha over there is already a problem, actually. So, like the Masha chip, Loyi chip, Loyi chip, Loyi Masha, any teleporter or teleporter plus Masha is a guaranteed way for you to kill your opponent's gold laner. So it's like a one-shot build. It's like a one-hit KO. A guaranteed one-hit KO. And if you're playing Pokemon, it's like a no-guard Pokemon that has a one-hit knockout move.
And then they do the switch into the comeback type of deal against Onyx, and we're like, nah.
Forgot about the Louis. Yeah, it could also be.
Another drafting phase presented to you by the official tournament smart.
What about they open the draft with Harith or yeah, Hayabusa could be the first, could be a better first pick. Here's my permutation. Maybe if they first pick the Haya instead, could also be good. Okay, so Lucas backshot chip. Okay, they're doing. It's okay. We predicted Kalea. We predicted the first few bans. Okay, I hope this is Haya or Badang. Haya or Badang only for Geek, please. They first pick the Phobius. Oh my God, I deleted that, dude. This is not a good. Because Harith Haya is the answer for RQ. We predicted this and we said, rewind this broadcast, dude. Phobius is not a good pick for them because of Harith Haya for RRQ. Farsa? Wow! RRQ changed it because they want to go. They are forcing the Fredrin. Haya Harith for Geek. RRQ made a mistake. RRQ made a mistake. They gave Harith Haya. Please don't 1-1. Please don't 1-1, Geek. Please don't 1-1. Oh my God, why is Zushin so bad? No. Yeah, this is a free 1-1 game. Why did you go for the freaking? Why go for Zushin? Why? Why did they go Zushin? Guys, I don't know. Why did they go for Zushin? Why Zushin? Why Zushin? Is it because of Hylos? Are they... I think they made a hard predict of the Fredrin. Oh my, Geek made a mistake. Geek made a mistake. Franco and Tiger is the ban. Oh no. Is there a world where we see Louis? No more Masha. You cannot. Geek fam cannot play the Masha anymore because they have the Phobius. They hard read that Fredrin. They hard read the Fredrin. No, they cannot pick the Masha anymore. Because they already first picked the Phobius. They just thoroughly countered the Hylos. Yeah. They made... Oh man, they could have Harith Haya now. Ooh. Tigreal ban? Yeah, very good. RQ. RQ can just pick up... This is gonna be very easy for them because they can pick up... They can Fredrin. Or Alpha. They can even like Alpha, actually. Keep this Hylos open. If they go CC, it's also okay. Yeah, they can go Gatot. Gatot or Badang, actually, is good for RQ. If they pick up the Badang, now Baloyski will have to think of another hero to pick up, which is also really a bad scenario. They pick up Blue. Okay. This is... Geek is in trouble, honestly. They don't have burst damage. What is a hero for the 1-1? Oh, Nathan? Nathan, Geek, or Brody? CC, no, you can't. Badang, actually, you're just left with Badang, actually, for Mr. Baloy. Or if they pick the Jawhead, Harith is okay, but not the best. Cho or Jawhead, I think, for Geek, so that they can force. Okay. But this is YSS again. Is it YSS again for RQ? Yes. No, oh yeah, they pick. Because they pick up Harith. Also, why did I think that the YSS is going to be picked up? Fredrin is no longer a good pickup for them because of the Zushin. Again, hard read into the Fredrin. But that meant that the Yisun Shin is also available. The Yisun Shin is a sort of a... Actually, it's more of a utility jungler in a way. It's not a tank jungler, but it's a utility jungler where it can farm very fast. But it does not suffer the same problems as with Fredrin. Because the problem with Fredrin against Zushin is that you get controlled easily, right? You get poked, get slowed, whatever. But Yisun Shin is a hero that does not struggle against the Zushin. RRQ has the better draft, I'm gonna say.
Will the Kingslayers prolong this best of 7? We see their fate sealed here by RRQ.
Man.
Welcome to the Land of Dawn for game number 5. Let's watch and witness.
I love you, Baloyski. I love you, Bluff. I love you, Geek Fam, but it's RQ for me in this game. I have been wrong before, though. And this is still Indonesia. Oh my god. Kesgate is cooking. The Choloyski. Yeah, it's alright. I think you don't pick the Zushin anymore if there's like Farsa and Kimi. Some mid laners out there might think otherwise. Dude, honestly, like, imagine if they picked up Harith and Haya. If they picked up in their second and third pick, imagine that. Because they picked up Harith anyways. What will happen is RRQ will ban a different mid, probably ban a mid laner. They will not, and then they could have. Yeah, they could have adjusted. If they saw this glue, they would have picked up a different hero for a boy. Like even the Faramis would be good because it doubles as a good hero versus the glue, as well as the 1-1. The Faramis does not hard counter the glue anymore though. But it is still is usable versus the glue. So I would have even loved the freaking Valentina would have been okay, honestly. But it is what it is. Okay. Let's believe in Geek. Power of the Geek. Power of the Geekables. A boy is back? Is a boy back? Nah. But he did get a kill on Sutsujin. It's I don't think it's equal because the Hayabusa wasn't able to get the punish this Sutsujin death. That's why. Nice rotation from Rins. Well done. They secured the gold grab because of that. Okay. Baloy, is that the flicker? Not even. More options are in the big Zushin. Yeah, I agree. It's a hard read. It was a hard read by Geek Fam and they got punished for it.
Gotta be careful though. Don't get too greedy from side of Geek Fam, but as long as Make it connects his squad chat onto his right target, like that earlier skirmish, all good for Geek Fam. Because then, yeah, RRQ will have to deal with that watch shadow, right? So let's see here. Make it.
Oh, G2 away the Dragon Lancer flare, pure CC. But unfortunately, Beloyski is the one who gets the kill. It's a win though still for Geek fam. How do they capitalize? It doesn't seem like they can. It'll just be a pick. That's it.
The back-to-back kill on
Make
the
it's
Restream
game.
this time round.
Trust the Baloy, trust in Baloy, bros.
The previous game was a boy who saw the dark screen most of the time.
I honestly don't know. To be fair, it's a lane bully, but against the Farsa, it does not work like that. Oh my god. Toy was able to fly. Kenzie does not have ult. He's dead. Hayabusa, get the double, please. Oh my god! The 1-1 gets out! Bro! Bro! No, Kenzie! Oh my god, Kenzie. Can you all play this? Can you all play this? Yes, can you all play this? Yes, please, Reeds. Nice! And he has a flicker. He has a flicker. Can flick, can flick. Nice. Well done, Kenzie. Oh my god. Get your card. Get your card. Dude, your card! You should have just... You already know that you're dying. Get your card. Alright. Okay, whatever. It's taking a while. No. Dude, Kenzie lost so much gold.
They always have avenues on the other side of the map. They're always trading. When it looks like Geek fam find a good trade, RQ comes in and says, "No, I got a turtle. I got a turret. I got something on the other side of the map."
Very great match.
Guys, if you already know that you are about to die, get as much minions as possible. That's my tip to you, to all of you gold laners out there. Clear the wave. If you're guaranteed to die already. Stress. Ah, the stress. Nice. No damage, dudes. We don't have damage. Zushin is not it. Because the Phobius is annoying. Phobius deals damage, right? But it's not like scary damage. It's more like a ramp kind of damage, no burst. I think the Haya wins here, right? But it does not. It does have the ult. Oh, he gets hit. Yeah. Kathy. Nice try. Nice try, bro.
Still controlling the turtle area. I wonder, can make it find a steal? Toy?
This is nice. This is good. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, make it's also dead. Yeah. Oh my god, Kenzie. Is this a savage? Savaga. Oh my god. It's alright. This is what it is. They picked Sujin. They picked Zushin in that game against Farsa.
In the past, RRQ has relied on one man alone to carry them. Here, Toy is displaying, I would say, that level of play, but also the rest of the team.
In this game, I think they were outdrafted. Phobius and Zushin don't go together. Phobius and Zushin don't go well together. Because usually, if you pick up the Zushin, you're looking for another source of big magic burst. If Zushin is good, Joy Zushin is good. Harith Zushin is actually pretty good. GG boys, it's RQ. Acceptance is key. Can they scale late game? Yep, they can. But RQ also has good late game. It's not even a 50-50 in the late game. This is like Farsa. Oh no, bye-bye. Damn. So, do they have good scaling in the late game? They have two good heroes in the late game, Harith, Hayabusa. For RQ though, they have three. Farsa alone. Farsa alone is already out damaging two of the heroes of the Geek fam. And then you add in this 1-1, which is great already versus the Phobius. And both the Phobius and this Cho. And then you still have that Yi Sun Shin, which also is super duper like high DPS in the late game, something like that. This is a disaster. RQ for the viewers, yeah. I just feel sad about my boys because they could have won game 2. What I'm happy about is that we kind of, yeah. We predicted that the bans will be there. We also like even the bans we knew what will happen, and then last 4 picks we also figured it out. Congratulations for tomorrow. Is Badang okay with Zushin? In the mid lane, yes. Yep. Yeah. My God. Oh, that was a send off. It's over. It's Jover. Oh my God. Oh man. What a bad way to go, actually. What a bad way to go. Oh man. RRQ, but congrats RQ. They well done. Great draft from games 3 to 5. Obviously also making the most out of the blunders from Geek fam. They have outlasted Geek fam, especially with the rookies that they have here. I hope that this time there's no restructure for Geek fam, guys, because how many times do we get a restructure from them, right? I hope that was gonna be the last. But yeah, GG's. RQ qualified to MC for the views, and tomorrow it's going to be RQ versus Onic, a classic. Dude, Gubs is my MVP for Onic though, but Baloyski played well this series. Gubs played so well the entire postseason. So yeah, that's it. Let's see. Do you like this kind of stream where we try hard with the draft? I was so try hard, dude. Yeah. Dude, oh man, it's just bad. Hey, again, for anyone who's for anyone actually, I said that the Phovius first pick is not gonna be it for Geek Fam. It's just not a good first pick for them. Because in my head, like I was thinking about like already the permutations, right? Like the draft configuration, what would happen. And I think the Phovius first pick is not the best option for the team. And it was evident that it wasn't the case. Right. I think that they still salvaged it because RQ did not pick the Hayabusa first, but it seems like they were prepared for it. The only, I think the biggest problem here was the Zushin pick because it does not. I understand why they picked it. It's, I think, okay versus the Hylos, although I would say that the Hylos is not the. I mean, if you get a mid laner, if you sacrifice a mid laner just to counter a Hylos, I don't think that's good drafting or that's a good decision. Also, I think what they were thinking is that there will be a Fredrin that will be picked up afterwards, like the third pick Fredrin whatsoever, right? As the answer. But because the Zushin is actually obviously good versus the Fredrin, but seems like that's not the case. You can just pivot, and when that meant that the 1-1 will be picked up easily, no matter what happens, because you don't have a burst mage. You needed a burst mage for that. So yeah, that's it. Higher first pick. It's okay. Yes, I'm gonna cover MPLA. MY. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. Do you want a GC? Maybe we could actually. Yeah. I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna set it up. Yes, I'll stream tomorrow. So I'm legit sad, guys. I can't even. We don't. We won't understand this anyways, because it's in. It's gonna be bahasa.
Good luck. Dan inilah dia momen terakhir untuk Geek Community, untuk seluruh super fans. The one last bow from Team Geek Fam.
GG's Loiski. Oh, I'm so sad.
Terima kasih atas perjuangan tim Geek Fan. Namun
This made me more sad than
pasti naik turun dan inilah dia momen yang
nothing actually. There are sadder things that happened to me, but this is actually sad. This is sad. This is sad. I think we're all sad that this happened. But congrats RQ. They played well. Looking forward to their match tomorrow. Yeah. ML Geeks watch party. Yep.
RRQ, congratulations. Berangkat dari lower bracket, berjuang di lower bracket.
Yeah, game 2 though. They could have won that game 2, honestly. I think it's fair to say that they were affected from that game 2 loss. GG's Geek Fam, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stream, W stream. Thank you, thank you. That means a lot. I'm gonna go and prep up some stuff. I'm gonna be sending to my bosses. I have to stop this stream now and do some work, do some stats for preparations tomorrow, and we will see you then. All right. So yeah. Bye guys. I hope you enjoyed this kind of stream. Tomorrow we'll try hard. We'll try hard again. Goodbye. Bye bye.